Bablam bablam, welcome. How are we all doing today? For some reason, my mic is being quiet. We love sound. Honestly, let's get us to a point where we have like a fucking someone else to do this, because my brain's full, my friends. Full. Anyway. I completely forgot what I was going to say. I'm BurrowsRed. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight. We have some amazing players with us tonight as well. I hope that you're all excited because... Very true, very true. The only thing that we truly appreciate is some solid tunes by CarubiChips. Chicks?
Yeah, I'm a chicken now. Look at them chickens.
Exclamation mark music is what we're going for here. That's the one that is, I don't know. Anyway, I'm BurrowsRed, Dungeon Master. Let's go with that. We're gonna punch each other tonight. It's gonna be great. It's all gonna be digitally though, so sadly you won't actually get to witness some punching. How terrible. But we will describe it in great detail. First off, of our players tonight, we have Terra, played by Friendoboi.
Oh, Haken, hello. I'm Friendo. I play Terra, who is a half-elf paladin of vengeance, because we love being grimdark. And the only other thing I can think to say is I did a recap for last week's episode. It's on World Anvil. You can find it. Hooray. And fun fact, the eyeshadow that I am wearing this evening, it's one that I bought, and I bought the palette and then I dropped it as soon as I left the shop, and so one of them is like spilled out over the shopping center floor.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a fun story, but that's it. Mel.
I'm following you in these intros. It's like everything I think of saying is just like, bye. Hi, I'm Maleficent. I am a streamer and a cosplayer and an idiot. I play G, who is an Asthma Bard rogue, and she's shiny. That's about it. That's all I can think of right now, at least. Next!
Next up, we have Chips, yes.
Hello, I am indeed Chips. And I play Attenborough, the moon druid lumberjack boy. What am I supposed to be talking about? I make music. And I am very into the workout routine these days, so watch this space, gonna be jacked by the end of this.
I love that
Yes.
for you. Next up, we have Friend, played by CatRoulette.
Hello, I'm Jimmy. Yes, I play Friend. They are an Eldritch Abomination Warlock, and they are not built for melee combat, which is definitely going to be a thing that happens to them today. So, yikes, I guess.
Next up is Temi, played by PastelSparkles.
Hello, I'm Pastel, and I do things on the internet such as stream cursed games. And Temi is a Furbolg moon druid, and she's tall. That's it.
Love that. And last but certainly not least, I can't be trusted to speak today. We have Eludere, played by Alishiera.
Hello everyone, I am Alishiera. I'm playing Eludere, who very much is built for hand-to-hand combat and fight clubs. Just reloads fists and is ready to punch my good close friends in a tabletop role-playing game.
I love that. And last but certainly not least is myself. I said that last, but I forgot that I'm meant to be talking about myself at the end, otherwise everyone yells at me. Hi, I'm BurrowsRed. I exist on the internet. I do lots of things. Have currently hopefully for a while at least, an RPG and stationery sticker store thing. I don't know. It's got a load of stuff on there. Just recently released some really pretty bookmarks, so go check it out. But that's as much self-promo as I am prepared for tonight, because we're jumping into the second episode of the book club second edition. If you didn't catch last week, no fear, no worries. I can fill you in on what happened. So, get ready. Get ready, everyone. You ready for the first second edition recap done by me, which is literally basically an excuse for me to kind of get rid of the bad, like, the tongue-tied talking part. It's gonna be wonderful. If you want to see it in a written format, Friendoboi has provided it. There's a link in the Discord. Otherwise, you can do !world, and it should be the... I don't know exactly where it'll be on the page, but it's there, is the important thing. Alright, let's go for it. Last week, we started off introducing 3 of the new characters to the book club. First off, we had Attenborough. Attenborough, trolling through the forest. I don't know why it's trolling, traipsing, traversing. Lots of T's. Love alliteration. Heading through the forest, looking at specific trees. Having a wonderful, peaceful time when they heard 3 footsteps hurriedly running away and came across an injured cat. This cat, however, very insistent on meeting the book club. It turns out that this cat themselves was not actually a cat, but is kind of a cat. It's a very complicated story, but essentially was transformed back into a regular cat form, and Attenborough just went, alright, I'll dig that, and decided to go with. Hopefully for a good adventure, to go learn some new things and do some new stuff. It's a very simplified version of events. There we go. Alright. And Attenborough, being the wonderful, genuinely lovely human that he is, and quite literally a human, headed off to Delwyn, spent a few days there, and started bonding with said cat, and kind of is still trying to work out what's so good about this book club and why should he be joining this cat in helping them. Next up, we had Eludere, who departed from, let me butcher this pronunciation, even if it is a word that is very reasonable to pronounce, Empernia, in the north, as far north as you can possibly go without going into the Dragon Glade, and the dragons don't like revealing any secrets of what's further than there, so it's a pretty legit place. Pretty and high, and also lots of sky, and also lots of shade as well. Eludere, being in the House of Lunalatus, was departing to go on an adventure to the realms to look for something specifically that was lost, and had a conversation with her sister, kind of giving her the little, you know, make sure that you do well, and she was doing the make sure that you do well though, make sure you write to me, all the general pleasantries of when you go to leave for an extended period of time. And, as those were completed, Eludere headed out, with a few little comments about some, you know, possible tussles with the nobility that her sister may have to kind of deal with while she remains in Empernia. And as Eludere got to the gates, she met up with her past beau, her ex-fiancé, let's say. I'm just trying to think of the best descriptor here, Halcyon, who basically begged her not to leave. But Eludere insisted, leaving him with a locket that had a small piece of her hair inside, basically saying, when you're ready, come find me. And he went, stress. And then he turned around and made his very mysterious exit. Eludere headed off into the night. And the last of the new characters, we had Temi. Temi is a furbolg who lived in the Feywilds, in a small clan near Lunaris, a tall mountaintop clan that kind of kept to themselves and didn't really do much, but on this particular night, their seer had a dream that they would... I wanted to make a joke there, I honestly couldn't think of a way to finish that, but basically the seer had a dream that told them that Temi was going to be the new clan leader, and that meant Temi had to pack up her bags and leave immediately. But this did also mean that meant that her grandmother's life was coming to an end. So she said some fast goodbyes, ran off with her best friend Bjorn, and headed off into the forest, saying some quick goodbyes to, you know, like fathers and like siblings or like whatever, you know. Not so important. Dad's really, you know, happy for them, but like kind of a little bit upset, you know. It's that kind of like family dynamic. So her and Bjorn, her best friend, head off into the forest where they stumble across Toddlington, a Myconid who is just strolling around, chilling, just having a great time, basically being Popcat on the forest floor, who directed them to the gate that led to the material plane. Bjorn says a quick goodbye, appreciate your face, hope I'll see you again, don't die, heads back to the clan while Temi heads off in this adventure, spends some time in Falor, which, if you don't know anything about that, that's good. It's good. We'll go into that in probably like 100 episodes, who knows. We'll have a great time with it. But spending some time in Falor, in the fairy city of Falor, before heading down to Delwyn herself. And then, just as an extra added bit on top, we also have returning Friend, Terra, and G, who are all heading to the Fight Club in Delwyn, looking to recruit new members, having sent off a flyer in all sorts of different directions, going, hey, come to Delwyn, fight in this thing, come join us, it's going to be real dangerous, we will ask you a million questions and we don't really have a plan for how we're going to deal with this, but just come join us and we'll just vibe check you when you get in. So essentially that's exactly what they did. They walked into the Tainted Tendril, the biggest tavern in Delwyn, walked up and said, yo, anyone who's planning on joining us, come over here, we're going to punch you, probably. Also ask you a lot of questions. And so they brought a few people aside. There were 2 NPCs with them, which the party went, ugh, because, I don't know, they were men or something. One of them was literally called Manfred. The other was Ralifir. Ralifir, sus. Very sus. And also, you know, apparently had, you wouldn't expect him to have people in his basement, but you also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, I believe was the phrase that I used for the vibe check. Very proud of that. So yeah, they sent off the NPCs, but they also brought in 2 others. So Temi and Attenborough both coming up, having a great time, and they all went, yo, we'd love to have you join the book club. We just need to chat to you for a bit. Let's fight as well. Eludere comes out of the shadows and is like, I have a tuning fork specifically pointed at Friend. Everyone forgot for a brief moment, had a couple of laughs, then everyone went, hey, wait, what's that? See, when I really get in the groove, it really just keeps going. Had a tuning fork pointed and just said, yo, Friend's cool. And honestly, who wouldn't say that? So we ended the episode with Toddlington staring with a 1,000-yard stare directly into a glass of mushroom juice that Friend has at the bar. The party knows that they have this fight club, this punch on is happening in the next day. So they have tonight to themselves, still looking to organize accommodation, all of that kind of thing, have chats, whatever. So we come back to the party in the middle of the Tainted Tendril, just having spoken with each other, and just preparing for whatever they choose to do with the rest of the night. So, to open up, I believe we have a roll from Eludere. Would you like to roll an insight check?
Yes.
For the benefit of chat, what are you specifically rolling it for?
I am rolling it because we ended the session with Eludere kissing the back of G's hand, and she wanted to see if it evoked any kind of response from any of the existing book club members. And I rolled a 14 plus, I think it's plus 7. Yeah, 21.
All right. Tell me, party, what do you think?
And doesn't think anything of it. They're like, okay. Everyone's weird.
Oh my god.
Do I need to roll anything? I don't know. Cause
If you were looking to deceive Eludere, you can certainly attempt that.
Maybe not, it could still be a deception check. Maybe not so much deception as, be cool. Don't be weird. Don't make your girlfriend feel weird.
Perhaps?
Yeah, maybe we'll do
And you just have to beat a 21.
When you say it like that. Oh god, this is... bloody hell. Okay. Oh my god. This might actually be good. Okay, 22!
22!
Ooh.
Okay. Terra, what's the vibe then?
Still, totally cool. Not weird at all. Ever.
Cool as a cucumber. Love that.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Duly noted.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
But yeah.
G doesn't really have a reaction. I don't know if she counts onto the vibe check. She's like, yes, this is how I am supposed to be treated.
Yeah, well, I mean, if she's
I mean, that still
receptive to
counts.
it, that's enough. Yeah, if she's just like, yeah, this is, whatever.
She grew up in courts. Like, this is entirely normal. There's, like, literally nothing going on in her head other than, yep, cool, this girl's got manners. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, G is like, oh, finally, some fucking manners.
Also cool as a cucumber. Love that. Love that. All right. So yeah, you can settle it up to find a table just in the tavern wherever you so wish. There are places against the wall and such. Perhaps one of the positions where Temi or Attenborough had set themselves up from before wouldn't have been taken over very quickly. So you managed to find a seat fairly easily, get your drinks to come over, all of that kind of thing. Anything you so wish. They have quite a full and good tavern here. So you aren't for want of anything. Unless maybe it's like specifically something weird, but mostly pretty good. And you're left to your own devices.
They've got mushroom juice. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, we would-
weird. And they've got it. There wasn't even a conversation, so.
We would never ask for something weird.
Never. Never.
Yeah, I reckon Eludere would buy a bottle of whiskey for the table.
Love that, love that. Let's take off, say, a gold for the bottle. Not super expensive. They've kind of gone with the, you're looking to share it around, not looking to splurge, so...
So it's a jug of Hennessy with green tea, isn't it?
Honestly, that probably sounds really nice, hey?
Good old karaoke times.
And Elodie will just get a glass for anyone that is interested in a whiskey.
Sure.
That is
Yeah,
definitely G.
Temi's interested.
Fantastic.
Friend will try it and hate it and not drink the rest. They'll
This
take
is
one.
not the first time that we've given friend whiskey.
They're very curious though.
I think it's much like the way I am with beer. Like every once in a while someone's like, would you like a beer? And I'm like, I don't like beer, but maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
No.
I think on top of that whiskey, Attenborough would go for like order a bogle.
A burger.
A bogle with fries. Yes.
Love that
Borg.
for you. Easy,
Borg.
easy pub food. Bran, the barkeep, will bring it over. Very excitedly. It seems like no one really seems to be buying much food at the moment. So he's excited to kind of get in the kitchen and get you whipped up something. So he's very excited to bring that over when it's ready.
While we're waiting, Terra will also have a glass with some of the whiskey, but she'll just motion to the new lovelies. Any questions?
I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Do you have any questions?
The old Uno reverse card, I see.
You activated my trap card.
Our question is, do you have a question?
Yes. In that case, do I have answer for such answer? In return of answers for replying that answer.
Yes.
Yes.
G just downs the entire glass of whiskey that she was just given at that response, like, oh my god.
Where are you from? I don't know how to do small talk.
Where am I from? Good question. I guess I will answer with the druid background. I'm from the Elder Tree tribe. That is that way. Yeah.
Probably get out the map and then look at it like. I yes, that sounds very nice.
Yeah, it's like that area. Now we're here, and then you keep going this way, and then I mean, it cuts off from the map, but it's a bit further down that way. Yeah, it's still forest, still a massive forest.
Why
Quite
did
deep
you
into it.
leave the forest?
Oh, I was assigned, as some of us were assigned to do, to go out to explore the world for the tribe. So yeah. So far, I'm exploring the world with this little cat here. Thinks I'm the servant.
You are.
I guess you're right. And I think this is gonna be very interesting for my book. So,
We do lots of exploring.
oh, that's cool.
All kinds of places.
Yeah.
Can
well,
you
as I
swim?
suspect. Yes, I can.
I can't.
Would you like me to teach you?
Maybe. Yeah, that would be cool.
If we have time, or I'll give you some tips and stuff. Yeah, it'll be very fun.
I understand the going in the water part. I don't understand the breathing.
Oh my god, I can imagine Frank going into the water like Godzilla. Just keep walking. I see. Do you breathe? You have lungs?
What sort of question is that? Yes?
You don't just ask someone that.
Do you have lungs perchance? Well-
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so that means you have air inside you, meaning you have a good chance to float. It's just a matter of learning how to float.
I don't
That's
want to float, I want to go inside the water and be in it and not
okay.
die.
I see. I see.
We should talk about this later. It's
Yeah.
not off topic.
A tricky thing.
Much to think about.
Can you two swim?
It's not my forte in particular, but I can, yes.
Yes. Not so much as me, like this. But yes.
I don't know what you mean.
Like Attenborough. I'm a druid, and on occasion, I've been known to take a dive, per se,
Druids are good at swimming.
as animals.
Oh, you could be a fish?
I can be a fish.
We can be a fish.
We can be
Can you be a
fishes.
fish now? Can you both be fishes now?
Not now. I think the fish fall would not do very well at a tavern. We
We
get
might
caught
not make
and
it
then
to
we get
Fight
cooked.
Club.
Okay. Maybe you could be a fish later.
Later.
If you turned into a really small fish, we could get you a glass of water.
And then someone would drink it.
Maybe they'll bring us a basin and you can turn into fish and we'll put you in. And you can swim around on the table.
Oh my god. I'm sure Temi and I will demonstrate a little cute trick that we can do when the time is
yes.
most definitely right.
I don't think we've met a druid. Can you be all kinds of animals?
Yes.
Most things
In
we've seen.
yeah. I think Temi is from a vastly different place than I am, so I have a library of animals I can turn into, and vice versa. We have some that we can, and we have some. It's very fun. Very fun.
Can you turn into animals, Eludere?
No, I can't.
What's the point?
Can you turn into animals?
Sometimes maybe I'm a spider, but we don't know.
Okay. Elodie was like already kind of like assessing friend, but on that she's just like, you don't know if you do it. Fair enough.
He thinks I do, but I'm not here.
Okay.
Because you're a spider?
So I'm somewhere else. Or maybe a spider. Like I said, we don't know. We're just making it up.
Alright.
They absolutely turn into a spider sometimes.
Maybe.
Not
And
the
sometimes
most bizarre thing.
I mean, sometimes you're as you are now, but you just have legs.
Extra legs.
Oh, but I'm not a spider then. I'm still me. I just have lots of legs. Sometimes I have lots of legs.
Interesting. So,
Some?
is this voluntarily you have additional limb? And it's only sometimes.
Just happens. And then it unhappens.
It's best not to ask questions about what the fuck is going on with Friend.
No, they're supposed to be asking questions, G.
If you, perchance, sometimes turn into a spider and you feel a little bit lonely, then maybe we're going to all turn into a spider too.
I think
mean,
that
it'd
would
be a
be
spider
fun.
again.
Spider party.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But I won't be able to enjoy it because I'm not here.
Well, but you're still here. Right?
No, it's really hard to explain, but I'm only a spider when I'm not. Like, I'm physically maybe a spider who is here, but I'm mentally a me who is somewhere else.
Okay.
But
But
I'm
as
also
long as you have
spider.
as long as you have fun,
Yes.
then it will still be a spider party. Some sort of party. It'll be great.
I always have fun.
Good.
Just watch Eliza's face.
It's just like, I don't know
Eleanor's
how
just
to
like
take
very
this.
intently watching friend. Just like, there's something here. There's something going on with this guy. I can't put my finger on it.
Some stuff.
So halfway through this, or like at this point, Bran will come back over with the burgers and maybe like a small amount of food for everyone and whatever, and we'll pop it down on the table and it'll just, well, if I can assist you with anything else, we do have accommodations for the night if you need to organize anything along those lines. Not to presume, I'm sure, I know a couple of you are already staying here, but can I help you out? Loud bunch, sure.
And-
Well,
I did think that I'd talked to someone about getting rooms last week, but maybe I just thought I did. I thought we'd
You
already
did.
booked rooms.
you talked a lot about the quality of the rooms. However, did not actually
I was
discuss with anyone.
specifically stinky, and I thought I booked them after that.
No, we just discussed
No.
a lot about the
No.
quality
That's
of the
true.
rooms. But Bran is specifically the person that you would speak to when you're booking rooms.
Rooms, please. Give them to us.
All right, of course. How many are you needing? I believe you already have two. Your two friends there have a room each. How many are you requiring?
One with
Terra, Sharon,
multiple beds.
G.
So we do have rooms, but they all have multiple beds in them. Just to let you
Are you
know.
sure you don't have any
Good.
that only have one bed?
We aren't living in a
Queen
fan
size.
fiction trope. They all have beds.
You could push them all together.
Or we have the chivalrous couch in some.
Is it the opposite? There's too many beds.
Yeah. Too many beds.
Too
Too
many
many
beds.
beds.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll another performance check just to see whether or not Terra's face goes bright red.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
That's that one.
All right, you are
F.
red as a tomato. All right,
Oh,
didn't know that
excellent.
was such a loaded question. We do have plenty of rooms for the night, though, if you're looking for more than one. But otherwise, I think all of you would be able to be housed in even the rooms that you have, or organize to get some that join together, even.
Oh, that's always fun.
Let's
Yeah.
get an additional room that hopefully adjoins the others. If
Mm-hmm.
we can magically Tetris that.
Sure, we can do that as well. So if you want, we can just turn the 2 rooms that you have, move them all over a little bit, just a little bit down the hall, and then we got 2 rooms sitting right next to each other. Sound good?
I'm
I don't
fine.
understand, but yes.
Yep, sounds good.
that.
Sure.
All right, 2 rooms. Excellent. So basically, all that means for you, 1 gold each per room. So 2 gold per night.
Fully sick.
Okay, you can settle your bill on departure. All right, I'll get that all settled in for you. For yourself there, and we'll motion towards you, Temi. Just Temi?
Yes.
Yes, and also for yourself, Attenborough? Attenborough, right?
Yes.
You're the 2 with the rooms. Okay, cool. I can move your
Yes.
stuff if it's not an issue, or you can
Oh.
move it yourself up to.
Oh, we can. I can.
No,
I
we
could
can move ourselves. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when you've moved your stuff out, come to me, get the keys. We'll put them up in your new room. Done.
Sick.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Glad we got that sorted. All right, I'm going to go back to the bar, but if you need anything, come over. Let me know. And he'll trot off.
All right. Shall we?
I don't know what just happened.
We're moving rooms, so we're gonna
Together.
go and pack our things and move it to the ones that connected, I guess.
Oh, we're all staying together now?
I
Apparently
suppose
so,
so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's the gist of the conversation.
Yeah, so fun.
Last
Spider
time,
party.
Eludere.
Eludere is still just like,
Yeah,
what is
that's
the deal
great.
with?
I'll wait for Fred to walk on the ceiling tomorrow morning.
Hello. Yeah.
But yeah, so
well-
organizing your stuff out of your rooms won't take very long at all. We don't have to RP that. So let's just say that you
Amazing.
have done that. You've gone upstairs, got that all sorted, come down, got your keys all sorted. Resume table conversation.
Well, I mean, if we've all eaten everything, Terra would suggest we could always discuss things further in one of the rooms, just for privacy's sake, I suppose.
Sure.
Certain details I wouldn't really want to. Anyway, yeah, if and when. That means going upstairs, apparently, in my brain's language.
Terra's still a little bit flustered. Like, there's still, like, the remnants of, like, a blush on her face. Just like, yep, sure. That cool as a cucumber is no longer a thing.
Kool-Aid as the
It's fine,
cucumber.
it's not-
But yeah, you head upstairs and you head on into the rooms. It's just simply 2 rooms. They have 2 queen beds in each, and then also like a couch in each, so like an extra sleeping space that is set aside in both, with a door in between. very simple but neat accommodations. It is considered comfortable. So yeah, it's got everything that you need in there. It's got a small writing desk, a small cupboard where you can place some things if you want, and just generally a good time. The doors are easy to lock. They have a lock on the inside, which is nice. Look to be fairly sturdy.
So what were these details that you had for us that you didn't want the general populace hearing?
Yes, just quickly, make some more small talk for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to cast the tent.
Sure.
So that, like, literally nobody can hear us.
Okay. So yeah, you
Were you
see
a child
Jean.
once?
Pardon?
Were you ever a child?
I feel that that's a loaded question, insinuating that that's typically not what happens with everyone.
Doesn't happen with everyone.
No, not everyone, but most people.
Did it happen to you?
Yes.
Interesting. What about you, Temi? Were you a child?
Yes. Yes.
Attenborough?
Oh yes.
Hmm.
Very
We-
fun.
Okay.
Were you not, Trent?
No.
Did you? How old are you?
16 weeks old.
16 weeks.
I think.
And have you grown? Pardon,
Sometimes I'm taller than other days.
but overall, like,
Not really.
Do you know how you came into existence?
Yes, I was made. How did you come into existence?
I was made too.
I was also
In a
made.
matter of speaking, yes. I was born. I have 2 parents. And then
That's a lot. Parents. Sorry.
yeah,
I don't know where I'm going with this. You just said make small talk.
it is
So speaking of the fact you were
Hello.
supposed to be making small talk while G's concentrating on, like, casting for 10 minutes, and it's probably going to take slightly longer than that because she's, like, sitting there trying to cast and just, like, absolutely vibrating with giggles. Like, she's just... Yes, somebody please, not me, give friend the sex talk. Please use the term birds and bees. Because that's gonna be even better.
Oh god.
Oh, Fred, well, most people have 2 parents. Most people won't. I thought we told you how this... Maybe we didn't.
No, no one wants to talk about it with me for some reason.
I mean, if you're talking about how children are made, is that what you're trying to get at?
Just people.
I'm sipping a very hot cup of tea right now.
I mean, there's a technically more than one way, but the most basic is 2 individuals create one
In like a cauldron or...
in a
Yes.
person. No.
Yes, they
Yes?
get... Yes. That's what happens. Cauldrons. Yes.
No.
Yes!
That's
Yeah.
I mean, you probably can through magical means do that, but that's
Like a...
If the cauldron's big enough
ceremony.
to fit.
I feel
I'm getting
feel
mixed
like
messages.
yeah, I'm not sure where this is probably not prevalent right now, to be fair.
But I want to know.
When you're 18 weeks old, we can it's a rite of passage for every 18-week-old creature. That's when they get to
Oh,
know. So
okay,
it's just
I'll
a
wait.
sneak peek. Yep.
18 weeks. Yes. The
Yeah,
old
fine.
18-week talk. The all
18
denizens
is
of the
about when
prime
you-
material abide
18
by.
weeks is about when you tend to tell people that there's a baby existing, so why not?
Oh,
Anyway.
I forgot. I'm actually 13 weeks old.
Oh,
Oh.
I'll
Well.
still
Little
wait.
longer to wait.
more time for us to think about what to say.
But it's at this point in the conversation that G, your spell has finished and your tent materializes in the space around you.
Fantastic.
I'd like to think that it either looks like what I want it to look like or what it looked like last time I cast it, and last time I cast it, it was covered in eyeballs.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
because I think that these 3 new friends haven't been traumatized enough.
Just yeah.
G would not have been able to concentrate enough to just make an invisible tent. Like, it just pops up covered in eyeballs.
Okay. Are they all googly eyes?
They're pretty creepy looking eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
But once she notices, she'll just switch it back to just a normal tent. But for a little bit, it's like,
Oh.
tent pops into existence, absolutely just covered in eyes. Okay, so quiet talks in the tent.
All right. What's the meat?
Wait, what's the what?
The meat of the conversation, my dear.
Oh, I did think you
Right.
said meat, and I was like,
When you think about it, we're all just meat.
Are we? I'm questioning that. Just like
I don't-
looking at friend still, just like.
Friend's like,
friend has tentacles sometimes, so maybe they're more like seafood, but seafood is still meat.
Yes.
All right, Magic Man, you win this round.
what do I win? Surprise.
That was out of character.
No.
All right, Magic Man, you
Magic Man. Alright, so now that we have privacy, what was this information?
Have any of you heard of the bellwethers, the ravens, Roseus corvus, cats, ring any bells?
As
Did you say-
organizations, not animals.
Bell
yeah,
weather.
Oh. No. I would Temi have? Should I roll a history check? I don't think
I
she would
don't
know.
imagine that Temi would have heard. It's not something that's like very public knowledge. Like, it's not
Yeah.
something that any random person off the street would know. Unless you happen to be involved specifically with nobility, in either Adenigend or Menaeus or Corwald. It's not something that the general public has any awareness of.
Yeah.
Other than just like, yo, heard there are some people, and then they start off like Chinese whispers kind of thing.
Yeah.
Would Eludere have heard of them in her like reconnaissance stuff?
For sure,
Like just
you
have
would
a
have.
vague like know of them, but not the intricacies of like the organizations.
Yeah, it would be more that, like, you know, you would have heard in a lot of taverns, like, people talking about them. Again, more those Chinese whispers type things where people would be like, oh, I hear they were responsible for this. And then they're like, oh, but I heard they were here. Blah, blah, blah. Like, and that would specifically be for the ravens and the cats. You would have specifically heard the most about. Roseus corvus, unknown to you. Unknown to every new person here, but known to the other 3.
What about the bellwethers?
Bellwethers are Bellwethers, Elodie, you'd be familiar with because you know that, actually, no, you wouldn't. you would at least know that the cats is a colloquial name for the bellwethers. It's just the way that people refer to them. They call them a cat because there is a cat like a cat's hand that appears on their symbol. So you know that it's, just the colloquial way of referring to them is just the cats.
Heard vague whispers. Nothing substantial.
Right. I'll try making this the short version. The Roseas Corvus want the book club dead, so welcome. Let's see.
Decent amount of people want us dead, actually. So if you're going to back out, now would be a good time. If you don't,
We have a
I'm
lot
trying
of friends
not
too,
to
though.
sound threatening. But if you decide to back out a little bit later and you do have access to all this information, we're going to have to take some precautions to make sure you don't share the information that we have. But this is why I'm giving you an out now. We do have a lot of friends, which we can't tell you about until you've sworn yourselves to secrecy as well. Honestly.
Is there a hazing process we're going
The
to have
fight
to
club?
endure? Oh,
Basically.
anything else?
That conversation you just had with friend?
It doesn't get better.
Okay.
That's fine.
We're not planning on tormenting you. I'm just letting you know that, we're about to get into some kind of heavy topics, and if you don't want to deal with that, this is your chance to leave. I can, count down from 10. You all seem pretty set.
Yeah, we're alright.
If it's just someone trying to kill you, that's not the most unusual thing.
Yeah.
It's also not
Someone
the
wants
most
someone
unusual
all the
thing.
time.
That's true, but we should be specific that these are extremely powerful organizations that want to kill us. They're not just people.
They have already taken out a friend of ours.
Mhm.
And we're not promising any kind of safety.
Well, I don't particularly want to have to dig another grave for one of my friends, so we'll do everything we can to keep that from happening.
But it's not a promise. We can't guarantee safety.
Well, you're not an insurance company.
You also won't be able to get life insurance.
Ever. With anyone.
I don't think that kind of exists in this world.
This is a high risk environment you're putting yourself into. You're not going to be able to get life insurance ever again.
Danger pay.
No.
Also, we don't
Danger
pay.
has a
We do make a lot of money, though.
You're not going to get a weekly allowance, however.
No. But we'll split everything we find with you, which seems to be a lot.
Sure.
Seems
Well, I
reasonable.
mean, the only reason, part of the reason of part of the reason of me being here is part of my curiosity, but at the same time, takes up shadow. This cat over here had had some involvement with the bellwether, it seems. And I am here as the interpreter to see if I can help him.
But yeah, at this point,
well-
Shadow's licking his paw and stuff, just vibing.
Bob.
Has it been explained that Shadow is the Shadow that we knew yet?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah,
I thought it
we
was, but
recognize
I
them.
couldn't completely remember. Because I was like, no, not that cat. They're not actual cats. Bellwethers aren't cats.
You can't just go around calling people cats.
It's different.
Terra will get out a bit of paper, trying to think of how to explain it, and I'll draw it in tabletop sim.
Oh.
Hey.
Um, she'll draw
all
like,
the curses of
I've arrived.
yes.
Okay. It might be easier to think of it like this. And she'll draw like she'll write Rippo at the top, and then kind of lines,
Huh.
and then cat, ravens. You get the idea.
Mm.
Have you heard of Rippo?
No.
Absolutely none of you would have heard of Rippo.
They're a dragon.
Unless, though, Eludere, roll me a history check. Attenborough as well, I reckon roll a history check as well. Well before
Sure.
your time, but yeah, feel free.
18.
18?
History.
Yeah.
I love being dumb and
That is a
foreign.
5.
5. Yeah, Attenborough, you're not quite sure. This is like... It's like something that you just... It sounds like it's familiar, but you're just not quite sure. Temi, you spent your entire life in the Feywilds.
Yeah, no idea.
Unfortunately. But Eludere, you are familiar with the realm's founding. Rippo was responsible for taking down the silver dragon that guarded the realms. That meant that the realms could be settled. Rippo is this like, it's almost like to the point of being elevated to a myth. They were an old dragon when they took down the silver dragon 300 years ago, and now that name is being brought up again. But they are the same name. Rippo the Dread.
I mean,
That the same Rippo that was involved in the founding. They would be very old
Yes.
by now.
Yes. She's currently in disguise as the captain of the Royal Guards in a Denigend.
That's
which is
problematic.
bad.
Mm.
Yeah. She's alive. She's a bitch. She hurt our
Wow.
friend. And everything that history says about her is a lie. So, the realms was not empty. There were people here before. The Laslethi. Kind of one. I don't. Anyway, not the point. In potentially 6 months to a year. Wow, saying this shit out loud to people who don't know really sucks. The Bellwethers, who are led by a woman named Campana Tempestuum, she's from Estafall, thinks she's a big deal.
Also a
Has
bitch.
has one eye.
That was our fault.
Fascinating.
They want to further along a natural earthquake of staggering magnitude that would likely kill a lot of innocent people and summon Mephistopheles. But to do that, there's a whole kind of process of preparing something called an anchor. And the only, I guess, ace that we have is that I carry some of the pieces of that artifact.
That's why they want to
Ah.
kill us.
Right.
So, ground rule number 1, I don't have a death wish. I have a lot to live for. Pointedly looks at G. But but if there's ever a situation where my job is to make sure that all of you live, right? And if there's a situation where I potentially need to get left behind. The priority is the bag over me. And I'll kind of hold up the bag.
And I love that we've already failed that one time. Uh,
Try to save Sarah if you can.
I mean, I'd prefer not to die. But I'm very heavy.
really allowed to die.
Right. So, anyway, earthquake. They're gonna do the big summoning ritual. Mephistopheles, Devil Prince, obviously, probably isn't going to step through and think, "Wow, maybe I won't kill thousands of innocent people. Maybe I'll just make a vacation home."
But aren't they actually summoning Blue?
Well, the Bellwethers are trying and doing the preparation, which is lots of sacrificing, killing people. They've already killed a lot of people. The Ravens, who are the Rosés Corvus, they are based out of Aeneas, which is where I'm from. They are planning to hijack the ritual and summon Fraz Blue instead. Demonic Prince of Deceit and stuff. Devils and demons, it gets confusing. So the artifact is kind of coded to summon Fraz Blue instead. The Bellwethers don't know that, and they're doing their sacrifices anyway. The Rosés Corvus are led by someone that we would like to kill very much. That's what they want to do. So basically, in any outcome, big earthquake, lots of people die. Summoning of either of those people, lots of people die. And we would not like that to happen. So
Well, I'm sure a lot of people would not want any of that happen, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, true,
if it-
but we can't really tell people.
Yeah. And if it
Yeah.
does happen, well, and we can't stop it, then we are going to hijack the hijacking of the ritual and summon my friend instead.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Who's your friend?
A Davitress. Do you know them?
I do know them.
Yes? Are you friends too?
I never got the honor of meeting them, but
Maybe you will.
that is a lot to take in.
which has reminded me there's a kind of little extra part. So the Adabatrus thing is probably going to be fine. And that sounds like a big leap of logic. Do you remember the Leslie that I talked about that lived here?
Yes.
Changelings. My family, whatever. Adabatrus helped them, and I don't know what happened to a lot of them, the Leslie, but some of them are astral projecting into the astral plane to fight demons. And
And are trying to get here.
yes, and we kind of have them stored in a tower. It's humane. And also some of our friends are dragons, but they're cool, they're fine. And the realms is kind of above a big kind of portal to the abyss.
Right.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I would
Well,
like to remind you that you said you were in.
Yes.
Oh, I'm in. Particularly interested in the Laslethi. I believe I'm looking for something related to them.
Terra's related to them.
Call a friend, lol.
That's fair. What are you looking for?
There's a particular mushroom. This might sound silly. It glows, and I need to bring it back home.
Well, there are a
That
lot of
sounds
those.
reasonable.
I mean, there are a lot of those in Arane.
Arane. Is that far from here?
It's the submerged ruins of a huge leafy city next to a swamp that is infested with devils.
Ah. That
Not really
sounds
somewhere we can go back to at the moment.
That's where we found all the changelings, and we teleported them into our Tower of Death. It's actually not really a Tower of Death. It was called that when we moved there. We haven't had a chance to
Ah.
rename.
It has a lot of good books, though. Good library.
It's quite
good.
nice.
Oh, sounds
There
wonderful.
is a floor full of spiders, though. I hope you're okay with that.
Spider party.
Where are we?
Don't know who's Temi and Attenborough and who's the rest of the spiders.
And then we can summon a whole heap of spiders as well.
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
Eventually, it becoming like a party game. Like you've got to figure out which spider is Attenborough and which one's Temi. Like,
Which Pokemon is he? Okay, great.
I'll do anything to get that information. So I'll be with you until I can get it,
Will you kill people?
if it's necessary.
Okay,
It's going to
'cause
be
that happens.
necessary.
Then yes.
What about you two?
Well, I mean, I'm here to also solve essentially my cat's solve my cat's problems. So, well, besides that, I am not really doing anything extremely extraordinary, and I think this is a good cause. So let's be at it.
Yes, I feel like most people should be mutually invested in the potential summoning of Mephistopheles or anyone of that ilk. My home's quite far away, but I feel like this will not be contained within the realms if it comes to pass.
Probably
Mm.
not.
No. Very much doubt that they just want to take over this little area. It's a pleasant little area, but
Rippo wants to destroy everything. For fun.
So silly.
they're not nice.
Could use
Yeah.
this extra domination of the world to generate more money. Why wouldn't they? Crazy. Anyway. Properties.
Other than Rippo, do you like dragons?
Wait, what?
Do you like dragons?
Do I like dragons?
Yes, do you like dragons?
I haven't met one yet. I've read about them in some books.
Rest
that's-
assured, that's going to change fairly quickly.
Yes, you're going to meet them.
Lovely.
we'd know at least 4.
Sure.
And there aren't supposed to be dragons in the realms, so that needs to be kept very hush.
Secret dragons.
Secret
One of them
dragons.
we sort of freed from imprisonment.
They're nice though.
They're
Kind
nice.
of. Most of them. Pretty nice. Very big. Sometimes not that big, they're the same size as us, but sometimes they're very big.
Okay.
Us is not including Temi, I assume.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
Oh,
Rip.
oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that might be.
Cool. I was
No.
gonna say that one of them is really big. He might be about Temi size.
Oh.
Baronolt's pretty tall.
Pretty
Yeah.
big.
He was 7 foot, and I don't remember how tall Temi is.
7
7.
foot.
Oh, see ya.
Well, I don't know if this is going to be of value at all because it's deactivated, but from what you were talking about, I might have something along the lines of that artifact. And she'll pull out a big white spherical crystal that is broken and deactivated.
Ooh.
does it look? Does it remind us of?
Roll me a
Orb, like-
perception check. Investigation
Oh!
check. We're gonna go investigation today.
All of us?
Investigation check for you all. Or Arcana, either works.
I don't remember
Oh,
what my
you.
investigation bonus is, but that is starting with an 18, sorry. And I'm adding 7. I'm bad at
Nice.
maths, but that's a lot.
That's 25. Nice work. And was that investigation or Arcana?
Investigation.
Okay.
Got a 19.
I got a 19 too.
All right.
Hey.
Arcana.
Nice work, everyone. How about you, Terra?
Oh,
I got
God.
a nat one on a different.
Oh my god,
I got
Pain.
a 2.
no!
A total of 7.
Well, at least for Friend, G, and Terra, as you look to this gem that sits in front of you in a very sphericular, whatever, and large shape, reminiscent of the orb that you have seen previously, as you look upon it, you are not instantly like set with headaches, any pain, any voices, nothing along those lines. That's as much as Friend and Terra get, at least. It doesn't hurt you. But for everyone else who rolled against that, you look to this orb in front of you. You see that it is a white pale orb with flecks of brighter, more opaque substances within that kind of move and settle around. It's kind of like a weird snow globe kind of situation at the moment. But you definitely sense that this object is not magical. Whatever magic used to be within this orb is no longer present. There is a significant chunk that's been taken out of the side, rather forcefully it seems, where there's like white, darker marks, kind of like reminiscent of being hit or struck enough that it's broken apart, rather than the shards that you've had that are kind of well preserved. This is instead done in a very like, it's a broken mirror rather than just like small pieces of gems, essentially. And as you look at it, it looks identical to the orb pieces that you have seen, G, except for the fact that it's white. And if you remember, you saw one instance of a gem being white in Mineus, but then it quickly was corrupted by the other pieces that you held and was reactivated. But those were active. This one in front of you bears no magical properties. It is as inactive as it possibly can be. It is a piece of electrical equipment that has no power. But it
I
is
would
sitting in
still
front
like
of you.
not to put it anywhere near Outrock,
That's fair.
please. Just in case.
But that is what Eludere pulls out before them.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have that.
I found it in a similar way that I found you of interest.
Oh, with your the thing. The thing.
Mm. Yes, I'm looking for something else, but along the way I've stumbled on a couple of things of interest.
What are you looking for?
Family heirloom.
What is it? We told
It's-
you about all our stuff, our weird stuff. You should tell us.
It's a sword. Forgive me, it's a bit of a sensitive topic.
Why is a sword sensitive? Does it have feelings?
I have feelings towards the sword. It is a family heirloom, and it was stolen.
That's bad.
It is.
Do you know who stole it?
No, unfortunately.
Any clues? Could be someone we know.
No, they used another family as a cover to instigate the seizing of it.
Well then.
I'm not sure how familiar any of you are with Empernia anyway, up north.
Like I've probably never even heard of it.
History check if you feel.
That's another 18. What's my
Nice.
history though? 3.
You son of a gun.
21 from me.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice, nice.
18.
18. What about Temi?
I'm not rolling because I wouldn't know. I don't
Fair,
think.
fair, fair. Well, I mean, you can roll.
Can't be worse
Either
than
way.
me.
Oh my god.
It could be.
How did you go, Terra?
7.
I got an 8.
Oh, okay, okay. So, yeah, Terra and Temi, not quite sure. To the north? How far north? Not a clue. I only know of the realms. Maybe some places in Ostholos. But Temi, also very familiar with the Feywilds. Not really sure about this place. But for the rest of you, you're not intimately familiar with places up north as far as Empernia, but you do know of the Dragon Glade. The Dragon Glade being the place where dragons rest and reside. It's the place where they go to just generally exist in a space outside of humanoid cultures. And immediately south of that is Empernia, the furthest north humanoid settlement that exists in the entirety of the planet that you are on. Is this place.
The dragon place isn't. I've got like a terrible memory. That's not what we're supposed to be going for the dragon meeting, is it?
The
I didn't
dragon
think so, but I wanted to check.
kind of meeting is taking place in the realms because Iluana called it in the realms for everyone else's information. Iluana, a golden dragon, called for the basically a dragon conclave, which will take place in the realms in roughly 6 months' time. And that would actually be the first time that you heard of the Dragon Glade as well.
She'll be like, well, like, I know where it is.
I read
Vaguely.
about it in a
On a
book.
map.
Yes, it's pretty far away. Anyway, I'm not sure if you'd be intimately familiar with the families involved anyway, but I appreciate the concern.
Do you like dragons? Do you live near them? Like neighbors?
Yes, they are particularly secretive. I haven't had the pleasure of conversing one, but someone I'm close with has a blessing from one. Well, his bloodline does.
That's cool. Will our dragons bless us? We should ask them.
Says friend
At
with a
this one.
pendant embedded in their chest as a literal blessing to them.
I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, Eludere just kind of frowns like,
Imagine the golden dragon send a message going like, wow, I guess. Wow.
Send her a
Guess I'll
message,
take
be
it
like,
back.
not good enough.
can I have a blessing, please?
A blessing, please.
Please, my lord.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
I
for the
have one
rest.
already.
Oh.
It's this. The point to the like pendant thing. A dragon
Yes.
gave it to me.
I didn't recognize it coming from a dragon, but it was definitely of interest.
It's from a dragon.
That
There
would be
must
why
be a
it's interesting.
reason that your search has brought you this far. Wait, if you're north, are we south?
Very
I
You're
don't
far
know.
south
south,
of
Where are we?
south
where-
of where I'm from.
But like on a map, are we south?
You're
I
probably
don't know.
more like
There
central.
must be a reason that you came here.
Yes, for
Mhm.
the better part of 70 years, I've been trailing through from Infernia down towards here to try and find the sword.
That's a very long time.
I
How
think
old
that's
are
a matter
you?
of perspective.
Well, I've been alive for 13 weeks, so I
Safe to
feel
say,
entitled to say that 70 years is a long time.
how old do you think I am? I'll let you have a guess.
Oh,
At
no.
least 70 years old.
71
Traveling since baby.
years old.
As soon as you get out of the womb.
I'm older than 71.
Are you older than 500 years old?
No.
Are you older than 100 years old?
Yes.
Are you older than 200 years old?
Yes.
Are you older than 300 years old?
Yes.
Are you older than 400 years old?
No.
Oh.
Would you like me to tell you, or do you want to keep guessing?
Please keep guessing.
Good.
Please.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you older than 350 years old?
No.
Are you older than 340 years old?
Yes.
Are you older than 341?
Yes.
Are you older than 342?
I am 342.
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
did
good at
it.
That was actually not too bad.
Oh, dear me.
That's very old.
Not for my kind, not so much.
What's your kind?
I'm a drow.
Have we met a drow before?
No.
It's nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, friend. Well,
I
now
wish
that
I
guessing game is over.
could. Very entertaining indeed. Ed's friend is secret mushroom.
I know it's a sensitive subject, so forgive me for asking, but why would someone go to such lengths to get your family heirloom? What does it do?
I mean, it does a lot of things. I think it's more around destabilizing a prominent house in the north and causing turmoil. I don't know if they have another particular reason for taking it. I'm not sure if they'd even be able to fully utilize it. It's tied to the bloodline of my house.
Huh. Well, if there are any specific places that any of you need to go for what you want to achieve, we will do that. In terms of more immediately after well, I have faith you'll all be fine for the tournament tomorrow. As you can probably tell, that what we're up against is very complex and layered, and there's lots of little bits that you forget about if you don't think about it for a minute, and then you remember, and then it's like, oh no, it's so much worse than I remembered. there is something in Northmount we want to investigate. It's not too far. Other than that, well, Helm told me I need to go to Restuchin? Yes, and maybe Minotaurus as well. It's a whole other thing. I'm probably putting the cart before the horse a bit, but if there is anywhere specific that any of you need to go, chasing leads or whatever, I can also ask my father about the Leslie and the mushroom for you, Temi.
Thank you.
Whether he'll tell me anything is a different story, but I can be persuasive. Or maybe you can. Probably better at it than me. I guess, is there any other questions that any of you have for us, more specifically? At the moment, or I know it's a lot to take in, so it's okay if you say no. We'll have time.
Probably
Oh.
say rest for the fight tomorrow is important for everyone.
Oh, yes. I don't know. I guess we'll still have to go through this fight club, don't we?
Mhm.
I
Lovely.
hope you still like us after that.
I
Hope
think
we're still
someone's
part
gonna
of the
break
club.
my legs.
Oh shit.
They just look at Eludere.
Typically go for the knees.
They're part of the leg.
No, I don't
Oh,
go for the knees. There's more efficient areas of the body to hit.
like what?
Well, I can show you tomorrow if you'd like.
Okay.
Poor friend.
Well, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for that answer.
Anyway, if that is all that you have for your line of questioning, it's an appropriate time for everyone to head off to bed. It's like early, but you know, you can get some extra rest. You've had long days of travel and you know, a lot of things have changed in the last couple of hours, so it's a reasonable thing, though apparently my microphone is do not come up at all on screen. I love that. It's because it's frozen. I think you can hear me. I don't know what's going on with Slubs. Slubs just hates me. It's just how it works. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello.
Yes.
Well, you guys can, because different microphone, but
Yeah, I
Rip.
can.
yeah. Anyway, if you're ready to go off to bed, nothing else that you wanted to cover?
I
Where are
would
we
like to
staying?
kick the 3 new people out of my tent.
Sure.
Just because we have 2 rooms and I don't trust them yet.
Okay.
They don't get to sleep next to me.
Can you move it?
No, I can deny them access. So presumably, if they're in it, they're pushed out of it. I'm not going
Oh.
to push them out of it unless they refuse to leave, but I'm gonna be like, okay, well that's your bedroom, and this is our bedroom.
Oh, the tent covers one room.
Well,
It's
yeah.
it's like a 10-foot by 10-foot, I think,
Yeah.
or 10-foot
It's not
radius. I'm
huge.
not sure.
Not huge.
It's not huge.
Oh.
We've just been assuming that it fits inside one room. But if it's bigger than a single room, there may be a corner of your room that you can't go into.
Wow.
No square.
Yeah, so G will ask you to leave, I suppose.
Eludere.
Politely. Look, I don't think it's unreasonable to not sleep in the same room as someone you literally just met. One of the
You know
least
all our
odd things
secrets
I've
now.
ever said.
You could have just said, hey, what if we sleep in here and you guys sleep in there? But instead you're like, get the fuck out of my tent.
No, that's what I did
I want you
say.
to
I
leave.
said I'm not going to kick them out unless they don't leave, but I'm going to suggest that they sleep in the other room because they're new.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, our beds are literally on the other room. I guess. Good night. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Where am I sleeping?
In here? You're not new.
You
You can...
Compared to
But
Eludere, I am.
but Fred is new. She's 13 weeks old.
Baby.
She a baby. Well,
If you
very
want to
baby.
stay with them, you can stay with them, I suppose.
Can we leave the door open and then it's like I'm with everyone?
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, you can open up like the double doors in the center. So it's just like you've awkwardly got like two people lying on beds, just like feet.
Eludere will say to Attenborough and Temi, "You can take the beds. I'll take the couch."
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure?
Yes, I don't sleep for very long anyway.
Oh, right. Right. Okay. Well, if you need anything comfortable for the sofa, let us know if you need some comfortable cover.
Looks comfortable enough. It should be fine.
Sure. By the way, I'd love to live for 302 years. Good stuff.
You
I
see a
hope I look
lot.
that good at your age.
Well, drow don't really keep aging, they just get hotter, so they say.
Gosh, dang it.
Goals.
And Eludere will kick back on the couch.
It's
And
not like an
trance.
uncomfortable couch, like at all.
Yeah.
It's quite
Like a chaise
comfortable.
lounge.
Yeah.
Sprawl out.
and trance.
Yeah.
Chaise lounges are incredibly uncomfortable.
Not good ones. Good ones are very comfortable.
The one you have though, Mel, very uncomfortable.
Very
Bad one.
The bad one.
Lol. Alright, well, I guess. Bedtime then.
Yeah.
Sherlock
Temi
Holmes.
would set up her bag that would have Toddlington inside it
Oh.
on like a bedside table or like a windowsill, so he can kind of be up at head height.
I love that. All right. Yeah. So you do that as well. So you both have beds to yourselves. You and Attenborough. Anyone else? Anything specific before they go to sleep?
Wait, is Friend staying in the tent?
Can't imagine, but just
Yeah.
with the door open.
Okay.
So before they go to sleep, they'll just like get up and walk to the door and look at everyone sleeping and then go back into the tent a few times just to make sure everyone's still there. Just
I think
obviously in the doorway. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sleep paralysis.
Probably like the second one, Eludere's just like on the couch, just like looking at Fred. His friend like walks in, like, just every time the next couple, just like.
Oh my god. Every time Friend looks into that room, Shadow is in different locations. Every single time.
yes, good.
3 a.m.
probably-
zoomies.
Probably like while Friend's gone for one of their patrol, I guess. Like
Friends 3 a.m. zoomies.
yeah. Because I think Terra's probably thinking like, well, I can't tell Friend to look away for a second because then they will definitely look. They'll give
Look even
you a kiss. So
Cute.
20 passive perception, even if she's asleep, she knows.
Now we write in the note. Good. Ultimate.
That's it. All right. Then on that note, you all drift off to sleep to go have some restful naps, some refreshing, rejuvenating times to yourselves. It's nice. It's quiet. And sometime in the night, maybe about halfway through, Eludere, you'd be getting to that stage where you feel that you have rested enough. And you're just your eyes are kind of starting to like flutter back and your consciousness kind of returns after having done your elven trance. You look to the doorway Friend at regular intervals during the night, still doing their watchful thing, trying to really make sure that, you know, just making sure that their new friends didn't go anywhere, that they didn't imagine them or anything like that. Just wanders up. And you know they've done it a couple times, you keep hearing their footsteps. Everyone else in the deepest parts of their sleeps. Friend walks to the door, as they have done multiple times before. But as they stand at the door, and your eyes are just kind of starting to flutter open, feeling rested and well, you see the silhouette behind your new friend of 8 long, spiny legs that move from its back and encapsulate the doorway, standing, watching you, and you see the small glimmer of orange in the multiple eyes of Friend staring into the room, with a horrifically contrasting warm smile on their face as they stare in and just generally enjoy it before wandering back to bed. And it's on that note that we will jump off for break for tonight. We will be back soon. I don't say when, because we can take as much time as we need. If we need more rest, we can have more rest. If we don't need more rest, then we come back earlier. You know, it's whatever. But while we're gone, anyone got a break question for chat tonight?
What is the worst first impression you've ever made with a friend group?
Oh dear. That's heavy. Alright, but yes, we'll be back very, very soon.
Preferably humorous.
Yes, preferably funny. Be funny. But we will be back very, very soon. Appreciate your faces. Tell us about your worst first impressions of friends. Bye!
Bye.
Bablam bablam. Welcome on back, everyone. So, just to I did actually forget to bring this up at the beginning. We actually have an entirely new donation goal. This actually has been in the stream the whole time. I just forgot to mention it until now, and Pastel, lovely human being, has reminded me in chat. We actually have a donation goal up in the stream currently. For once we reach $250, we will be doing specifically we've written Shrek one-shot. If you got the privilege of seeing the Hamlet rendition that we did with Dazza in Corewald, you would understand what we mean by Shrek. Just know, it'll be a standalone thing, it will be ridiculously fun, we will all have our own parts to play, and it will be just a great time. So that's there. That exists. Just in case you want to see that kind of content. But, alas, we will jump straight back into the book club. So, with some terrifying, terrifying to some, visions during the night of ethereal legs and such appearing around Friend as they stand in the doorway, peeping in on their new friends, just kind of trying to make sure that they're even still there. We jump back to the group, having woken up in the morning. The sun rising in through the windows, everyone feeling well rested and such, and generally ready for a good day. What do you do? Tell me about it.
I would say because Eludere would have been up much earlier than anyone else. She'd just probably be tinkering away at some jewellery, just sitting on the couch, very leisurely, working on stuff.
Makes sense. I love that for you.
Temi would check on Toddlington, just kind of poke at him, like, hey, how you doing? Like,
when he
Oh my
wakes up
God.
in the morning, he's just like that stiff mushroom, so he's just like kind of plopped to the side, and as you poke him, his legs will like come out, and he like try to just like pull himself up, and he looks up at you so sleepy, and it looks like his hat is so heavy for him. Just like,
No. Oh my god.
just smiling up at you with a goofy look on his face.
Oh, did you sleep well?
I slept okay. I like the ground, though. This isn't ground.
I'll remember that next time.
It's okay, though. I got to wake up with you.
Dead. Temi dies.
Thanks for having me. Great time.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Eludere would probably, like, hearing Temi, I'm assuming, would she be speaking in Druidic if she's talking to Wellington?
It's
common?
speaking with plants because they don't have a written language.
Yeah, so, which is here annoying.
It's kind of mental.
Yeah. Clown to clown communication. Yeah, galaxy brain. At hearing stirring, then wouldn't look back. Could she keep working? I'm just like, good morning.
Morning.
Amazing. I guess for Attenborough, it'll be shadow on top, touching face. Just wake up, please, feed me.
That sounds about right. I just was looking up myconids, and it is interesting to note they can understand it but can't speak it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I already knew that for some reason. Anyway,
Yeah.
not the point. I'm just throwing things around. Was there a question to me? I have a one-track mind. I was looking up mushrooms. Okay, cool. Anyway, the morning duties, yes.
Do we hear stirring from the other room yet?
Should we investigate?
Eludere just goes and stands in the doorway, just staring at. No, she doesn't. Just T-posing, staring at friend.
Hello there.
Does friends still have their legs?
So when you wake up in the morning, or at least if anyone is going to have a look in specifically, you note that I would imagine the friend has their own bed, seeing as they had the two beds in the room. Friend, you awaken and you are covered.
Does that mean that Terra and G are sharing the bed?
I mean, I'm assuming, but I don't know.
I mean,
If Terra wasn't
honestly,
a dumbass who insisted on taking the couch, then I would say yes. But I wouldn't put that past her.
Honestly, friend like doesn't really need a bed. They're
Just
a
vibing.
weird creature, yeah. So they can. I mean, it's up to you guys. If
But
there
there's
was
also a
free bed,
couch, so
yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, they would be on the couch or fucking hanging from the ceiling or literally any. They don't care.
I imagine Terra probably would have tried to do this chivalrous thing, but then she would have been like, "Oh my god, idiot!" Like just like grabbed her like hand and be like, "Nope, this way," and it's like, "Oh no, I've been convinced." Guess that.
how terrible. I
You
have
make
to
such a
spoon my
good
partner.
argument.
But yeah, so you wake up in the morning, friend. Wherever you feel that you would be in the room, you would have missed out on a pretty good bed if you didn't sleep in it, but if you choose not to, that's also not an issue.
Yeah, if there was a bed, they'll sleep in a bed.
Sure. As you awaken in the morning, you are wrapped in spider webs that reach to either side of the mattress beside you, kind of covering you in a cocoon-like shape. And as you rise in the morning in order to get up, the webs break and dissolve onto the bed into this kind of fine light dust around you. And as you wake up, you feel legs underneath you at your back that kind of curl and move as you get to stand up. And they kind of like sit up on the bed, kind of naturally at this point, like you're kind of used to how this works. And you've gotten to a point where you can kind of start moving them individually. You have what you understand would be probably about 10 minutes with them before they disappear as you've come to know from the regular warnings. So what do you choose to do with them?
Zoomies.
Sure. Does that involve like just running across the ceiling, like running into the other
Around
rooms?
the walls. Yeah,
Yep.
just scurrying like through the door.
So yeah, you witness Friend essentially look like a giant spider, just kind of running through everywhere, going up on the walls, everything.
My legs, my legs.
Oh, so get the it'll be like the morning pipe going like the party has started, I guess. Very nice.
G is going to very specifically look over at Eludere. Just because, she's the only one that seemed to be bothered by all of this friend talk yesterday.
Yeah, she's just like watching Friend very intently, but she kind of eyes slightly squinted, just like,
With the big words saying "nani" on the on the face.
Nanny the fuck.
Yeah, very
Nani the fuck.
intrigued with what's happening.
But G is also going to go through her normal morning ritual of drawing herself out a card, and I sent that directly to Burrows, because it's not
Oh,
something
nice.
I usually share, but she looks pleased, if anybody is paying attention. Not that anybody probably really would be. At least no one knew, because they don't know that she does that every single fucking day.
Eludere is watching Friend scurrying about the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Oh, don't
G playing
be
with
too
cards is not
worried.
the most interesting thing happening right now.
Mysterious though.
But you do still witness, so it's still there, you know?
It's like, yes, she's drawing cards. Also, Eludere, don't worry. She's just having a zoomie. Well, they are just
Oh.
having a zoomie.
No, I'm not worried. It's just very interesting.
That's true. Have you seen the papers? Papers. go out of the room and ask for the paper. I'm fucking old man.
I mean, yeah, it's a valid morning routine, to be fair.
I love that Attenborough immediately is just team dad. Just like, yes, hello, I've got my slippers and my robe. Where's the paper? Like, I've got my pipe.
How did you know, Mike?
While Friend is sort of, everyone's kind of observing Friend, Terra will remember and, have you checked in with Ludan? Can you do that, Friend? Like,
Oh, yes, I should do that.
and then if everyone else looks confused, Friend has a warlock. It's a whole thing. Look, it's fine. Just go with it.
It looks like me. Because I rolled an 11, so I look a lot like Lodan today.
Yeah. So
You said Friend has a warlock.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's easier just to not question stuff, because otherwise the big questions can really get in the way of the whole day, you know?
Yes.
You can meet him. Probably.
If it's convenient at some point in time, I'm sure we will.
It will be. Can I send him a message?
you sure can. How would you like to send him? Like, we don't have an official way of doing it, but
Yeah.
how do you feel that connection would be between you?
I kind of just feel like we would be allowed to annoy each other whenever. Because I don't know how it would work if you were like linked to someone in that way. I imagine it would be like a pretty natural link, especially with like warlocks. But if you want, I can like open my book and talk into the book.
Sure, yeah. If that's the way that you want to do it, that sounds great.
Yeah, I think that would be cute. Just open my book and like, Ludan!
So you scream into your book for his attention, and this isn't something that you've tried since Arane, but now that you kind of feel a little bit more comfortable with your relationship with him and your pact, you scream into this book just hoping that he'll return the favor, similar to, like, you know, how you approach talking to Iluana, for instance. Just speak to them and eventually they'll respond. This time you see something a little bit more concrete. You see, as you unfurl the book turns to an open page, an empty page, no writing on it, which is innately strange, but this book seems to take on a form of its own without really giving you any indication of what it's doing or whatnot. The book opens to an empty page, and then ripples appear on this page as though it becomes a pond, and slowly but surely the face of Ludan appears in a screen or like a flat surface in front of you. And as you speak to him, or as you're speaking out to him, you see his face form, and you see behind him the library of the Death Tower, and you see Iluana sitting with a cup of tea on a table beside him also. And he just looks to you, just kind of quickly, just like a whoop. And you see there are still a few fine scars on his face, and he still does look quite tired, but in comparison to the last time that you spoke with him, he looks very well. And to the rest of you, you all see this too. You see friends speaking to someone within their book, and you see the figure of Ludan, the tall moon elf with the dark hair, and looking exactly, or mostly like what Friend does today, I think. Is that right?
Like a less bootleg version, yeah.
With normal amount of eyes, regular teeth, like Friend. And we'll look to you and just... Friend?
It's me!
I wasn't expecting to hear from you this morning.
Well, you are.
How goes your travels?
Very good. You look healthy.
Thank you. You do too.
I look like you, that's why.
Yeah, it's very much like looking in a mirror right now, but I'll get used to that, I'm sure.
Yes. How are you? What have you been doing?
Well, I've been studying. And he'll just like turn. It's like he's holding up the phone for FaceTime. He'll like turn this ethereal thing, and Iluana will just wave, and she's sitting there kind of cordially, just like, you know, legs just neatly in front of her hand in her lap, and will just wave towards you. But also there's a slight little strain where, you know, she's kind of like, oh god, now they can speak to me twice. And we'll kind of just, hello friend, it's wonderful to speak with you.
It's wonderful to speak with you too. I can call you again after this. We can talk more.
That sounds lovely.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Luna will just kind of pick up on the tension in the room, but we'll, jokingly of course, but we'll turn back to you and just regale you with information of he's been studying. I've been looking into this place, this Animus Hall in Corwald, where they have the piece of Odapatrus that we need for this possible summoning. It seems like that place has been around for a long time. I can't find much more than just basic blueprints. I'm sure it's changed by this stage, but if we still decide to go with the breaking and entering to acquire this artifact, I think we might have a good headway on it.
Oh, wonderful. Have you learnt any new spells?
I did. I did tell you a little bit about them when you came here, but since your time in hell, I believe, was what you described to us.
Yeah,
Yes.
we went to hell.
I came across a few new spells. Seems like some of my necromancy skills have come back to me since then.
Oh, very good. Have you made anything weird?
Nothing weird yet. Kind of having the option to make things kind of makes me less want to do it right now. Unless there's something you want me to make.
No, I just want you to have fun.
I think it might be a while until I turn back to making things.
That's fine. Take your time. Okay, well, it was nice to speak to you.
Of course, and don't forget if you want to, and then you just cut off.
Oh, I forgot to tell him about all our friends. That's okay, I'll call you Joanna.
Okay, you call Iluana.
We don't have to roleplay it.
But you call her
I'll just-
and you...
yeah.
What are you telling her about?
Just telling her about our new friends and how they're going to snap my ankles. Or other, my
I love
neck,
that.
I don't know.
Iluana seems concerned, but also, like, you know, very used to your calls by now. They can happen every hour, so, you know.
She
But
did this to herself.
You get a very cordial response in return. So, yeah. That is your time there. And the rest of you has seen this as well. You see Friend just speaking to themselves and also specifically speaking to Ludan from their book.
I got a nice, interesting pan pal there.
A what?
A pan pal.
Yes, he's my warlock.
Ah, oh, that is a very interesting pan pal.
Yes, he's my friend.
Was he well?
Yes, very well.
Oh, good.
He wasn't last time we saw him.
Oh. Very well. Did you ask him all the things that you wanted?
No, but there's only so much time in a day.
Oh well. I'm sure you'll be able to talk to him again.
Yes. Oh, we should go and eat breakfast.
Love a breakfast.
But yeah, so as you head downstairs, the same bar that you were in from before. Bran is behind the counter, looking a little bit tired. You get the feeling that maybe he was up late serving the patrons that were around. And is back again for the early one in the morning. It looks like he has a little bit more help this time around, though. And it does look like the bar is filling up quite quickly. You see that there are a few people in the crowd that have the familiar outfit of the Hellfires. They're the ones who are sponsoring the fighting tournament that happens here in Delwyn, and we're also the ones that sponsored the fighting tournament in Orwald as well. They had those kind of weird type robes on the front with the flame encased in a diamond, like diamond shape. And it's odd. Like, they look very out of place for this small town. But it seems to be enough of them that it's like, you can tell everyone's starting to come in at this point. But yeah, you're welcome to, you know, you go down, order some breakfast, all that kind of business, get yourself set up on a table and whatnot. You see that there is a sign-up board just on the wall that is for the fight today. You see that there are 2 names already on it. You see Manfred's name, and you also see the name of Brewer.
We know them.
No, it doesn't seem to ring a bell.
For those of us taking notes, how do you spell that?
So Manfred is Manfred. Manfred. Brewer is Brewar.
Oh.
I had to throw in a curveball.
It's
there
never
somewhere.
what you think.
Never what you think.
Seamus.
Seamus.
I'll bring Seamus back one day. You'll go into Shadowhaven and I'll be like, hey, look, it's your mate, Seamus.
Now, mate.
I'll never get over it.
Le Chamois.
I suppose we should write our names down if we're competing.
They're
Are there
probably-
literally only 2 other names on the list?
Yeah.
G will write her name down, but like, pretty sure there was like half a dozen other people in the last one. This is like what the less popular venue.
Or to make it less suspicious, it is simply for the fact of me not having to give you a list of NPC names who mean literally nothing. You can take that as you will, that like maybe there's a full day of fighting ahead or whatever, but like this particular bout only has 2 people set up for it. Just to make things simplified.
NPC 1, NPC 2.
Yeah.
Rura.
Brewer.
Hoorah!
And then I guess I'll put my name in.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll put my name.
Eludere, write her name.
So yeah, if everyone's set up, you can all put your names down, and you've filled up a full team of 8. And it has kind of a small description of the rules. And you see that it is a 3-stage fighting event. You start off with 8, first to 5 people, once they have fallen unconscious, moves on to the next round. You have time for a short rest in between. Then the first to 3, you will have a short rest in between, and the final bout is between the top 3 people. You are eliminated by either falling unconscious and prone, so technically a spell that would, say, bring you back to, like, from unconsciousness immediately won't take effect because you haven't fallen yet. Or if you are knocked out of the ring is another way for you to be disqualified. But otherwise, everything is fair game. There are healers on deck. You see a series of clerics and things around. And there is a little disclaimer that's like, you know, we can't necessarily say you won't die, but we won't try to kill you kind of deal. Like, prepare at your own risk kind of deal.
Try not to die, lol.
If you decide to drop a meteor on us, might be a bit of a problem. But otherwise, we'll be okay. And yeah. It says that there's a big prize for the main winner as well.
What kind
Love
of
that
prize?
I hadn't even considered that there might be a prize this time around. I was like, I just get to beat up my friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this one
Prize.
is definitely of a different caliber to the Colosseum fights. This one is not to the same standard. This is a bit more similar to like a kind of like a like sanctioned bar fight, essentially. Like there's definitely that kind of vibe that's going on here. But you do get the feeling, knowing that the Hellfires are involved and that they suggested that you come here, that the prize is probably significant, but has been left vague. You get the feeling that it'll be announced before the fighting actually begins.
Wait, so the prize tournament is not announced?
The prize for the tournament is not announced.
Okay.
It's kind of
Better
like,
not
it
be
would be
vouchers,
like,
lol.
it'd be like, yeah, like if like Samsung was hosting an event, like they wouldn't necessarily put what the prize is, but you know that they're a big company, so you're expecting something pretty big. Theoretically. Though you could give vouchers, so who knows.
Wow, store credit. What a prize.
Not vouchers? No.
Well, I apologize in advance. Well, that's not me assuming I'm going to win. Like, I enjoy fighting, but I don't want to hurt you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, we understand.
I mean, if not, you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Surely we will just get a nice and fair enough fight. From you anyways. Well.
Trying to figure out if he's implying that the others of us won't fight fair.
Looks at Jeeves like, nah, undecided.
But yeah, unless there's anything that anyone particularly wants to do right now, you spend some time in the bar just kind of chatting, conversing about small little things. As the kind of morning goes on, you see more and more people start entering, and it's starting to become quite a rowdy place. When you see a taller woman approaches from the crowd and heads out into the battle area, you see Bran will kind of like open the gate and then let them through, and then they will address the crowd, pressing a hand to their throat in order to cast magic on themselves to speak louder, and they will begin to address. Welcome to the, I believe it's the third of this year, fighting bout, hosted by the Hellfires. Thank you for making your way all the way to Delwyn. We have a very exciting one for you all tonight. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the rules, but it should be an interesting fight today. Just imagine, because I don't particularly want to have to go through multiple different kinds of prizes and games, that there are different fighting rings set up, and that there are different prizes for each of them. But as they get to the number that you assigned yourselves up for, you hear her stop for a moment, and she's got kind of this entourage beside her who are kind of like wheeling out these prizes as they come. You see the next thing is wheeled out, and you look and you see a set of scale mail made from dragon scales, specifically silver dragon scales. The gift for fighting in this tournament and winning is a set of dragon scale mail, plucked from that of a silver dragon itself. Think of that what you will. Going back to the Hellfire's roots of their dragon slaying days, this is a relic that we've had for quite a number of years. Now, if that is all that we have, pretending that this is the last bout for the day, we shall get into it. If you have signed up for a particular bout, make sure that you line up by your particular pens. Be aware that if you do exit the fighting area, or you fall to the ground unconscious, you will be I was going to say discarded, that's a bit harsh, disqualified from the fighting for today, and you will not continue on to the next round. Now, are we ready to fight? And the crowd kind of like brings up into a roar and whatever. And you're able to kind of move into the fighting pit, kind of like dodging past people and kind of find the particular fighting pit that you will be fighting with. So, as you do, you move over, get yourselves prepared, get yourselves excited. You see that Manfred, our buff himbo man from yesterday, who you all bought a drink, walks up to you all, waves, and is just, hey, thanks for the drink yesterday. Bloody good beer, if I do say so myself.
Who bought the beer?
See you in the ring.
I certainly will. Oh, if you stay up that long, you know, could be an interesting time, eh? Yeah.
Go away now.
All right, I'm gonna go. And he just goes to like the other side. And as you're standing there, you see a look. I immediately know what the response for this is going to be, but I'm going to describe them anyway. You see a half-orc approaching with short, dark hair, and kind of wearing like fairly light leathers, but you know, a solid, tasteful midriff showing with a nice little crop top. Very nice, very good. We love it. And she bows to you both, well, to all of you. Just, the name's Brewer. Been on fighting you all today.
Pleasure.
I like you.
I haven't decided about you, but I like your attitude, at least.
I'm going to hurt you.
I hope to hurt you too. That is the whole point. No hard feelings. I know that we're strangers, but I'd hate to offend. And at that, she will wink at you, Terra. Being the one that's like at the front of the group. And then move across to where Manfred is on the side. But essentially, everyone is welcome to set themselves up wherever they feel in the ring. So that's where we'll move to Tabletop Simulator in order to organize yourselves as best you want, really. So feel free to pop yourselves wherever you want to be.
Okay.
Now, for chat purposes, we will be describing the battle, so I highly doubt that you'll actually need to physically see what is going on, because basically it's just going to be a lot of punching, which sounds great. But yeah. Alright, feel free to align yourselves. You'll have... What? Sorry?
Oh, no, I'm just looking at all the pointers.
There's hands everywhere.
So yes, as you align yourselves, the like umpire kind of person, I can't think of what they would be called, comes up to the front and will wave a flag in the front and bring it down very quickly and just say simply, fight. I need each of you to roll for initiative. Ooh. Manfred, my boy, you suck.
7.
I got 15.
21.
21, you stupid.
So we'll go we'll go in order, because honestly at the minute the numbers are called, I forget everything. You are welcome to talk numbers. It's just I'm not gonna remember. Let me just write down Manfred's name as well. So first up we have 25 to 20.
21.
I also got 24. So
Ooh. Damn.
Eludere, yes.
Damn.
So 20 to 15.
Oh, I got 15. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Alright, 10 to 15?
10.
10?
I'm pretty sure I had 13. Just a second, let me math this again. Yes, 13.
13, okay. Alright, and...
Wait, 10 to 5, did you say?
No, I said 10 to
Right.
15.
Okay.
So,
Right.
5 to 10 is next, though.
6.
7.
Ooh. Manfred, my boy, you rolled a 4, bud. So stay right at the bottom. Okay, then, in this fighting pit, look, I don't even know who to make who. I was gonna make this one Brewer, which is the tall guy with the ponytail, but I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, Brewer begins the fighting tournament and will move over, looking at each of you, give you another wink, Terra, specifically noting the change in G's face as she does it. And will move over.
Do you want to check to see whether that's a visible change? Because I don't think she could tell.
I mean, I can roll off if you want.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20, which gets her to a 22.
I got it with deception.
Yeah, performance, whichever one you want, I guess.
Deception is slightly higher. That's a 16 plus a 14.
Yeah, you managed to evade.
He has a
suspicion.
poker face.
Yeah, sure. So for all she knows, she's just flirting with Terra. But she will come to hit you directly in the face as the first attack. So she will bring from her back a giant warhammer that she will bring down in front of you, or attempt to, once and twice. So let me just get those, which makes them a... Hang on, can I do maths? A 16 and a 17.
My armor class is 16, so both hit.
Both hit. Okay. You know what? I can just press the button. Oh god, it's gonna make my computer lag, isn't it? Sure does. I'm gonna roll one of them in there. I'm gonna roll one of them out of it. Oh, they both rolled a 5. I love that. So that's a solid 9 bludgeoning damage for both of those hits. So that's totaled together for you. And they will also expend an action surge in order to attack, in order to take 1 additional action, which will get them 2 additional hits. Which one is a 16 and the other is a 20. So then the first hit is for 7 bludgeoning damage, and the second hit is for 10 bludgeoning damage.
That's another 17, because I'm bad at maths. That's correct right there. Yes?
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I believe.
Hey.
And I believe that will be it, because I don't really have much to do for anything else. So then we move on to... Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. Where is the thing? I had to go find Tabletop Sim. Eludere, you are up next. What would you like to do?
Eludere is going to look at Temi, just like wink at her and then run down and take 2 attacks against Manfred.
Good old Manfred.
So that is a 20 and a 27 to hit.
20 and a 27. So the first hit towards him, he will look to you for a moment and expend an uncanny dodge, or use an uncanny dodge, towards your first one, kind of dodging out of the way as it just kind of slices on the front, and he just kind of goes to laugh, and then it just second one just catches him in the shoulder. Feel free to roll that damage.
So that's 11 points of bludgeoning, and she is going to use a key point and stunning strike.
Is that for? So what was the first hit? Because that will halve his damage from the first. Half the damage from the first.
Sorry.
Hit.
So what's so 5.
Okay.
It's 11
okay.
and then halved.
Yep.
Sorry, and then the second one is 7.
Oh, second one is 7. Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right, and then stunning strikes a Constitution saving throw. Is that right?
Yes. And it is DC 15.
I think he's okay. Because I rolled a 14 and it's +1, so.
Then she would expend another one for the second one.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll
the second
another
one too.
That's a natural 18, so that will be 19.
And then
I am sorry.
She will... That's okay. This is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Hey.
And then she will expend another key point and flurry of blows for another 2 melee attacks.
Monks are great. Just so many fizz.
So that is a 21 and a 26.
21 and 20. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine.
And then an 8 bludgeoning on the first one, and an
Okey
11
doke.
on the second.
All right, solid 19 damage. Don't know where I've got this newfound ability to do maths really quickly. D&D is rubbing off on me. But yeah, definitely. You feel like with that, you somehow see, like, he started off with confidence, with composure. You have crushed this man within the last 6 seconds. He looks well shot. That ego is bruised, for sure. He is still standing though, but definitely done.
And she's gonna move like just here, so not out of melee, but
yeah, just kind of shuffling around.
Just shuffle up so that she's not near the edge of the arena.
All right, perfect. Excellent. And that is your turn. So, Temi, what would you like to do? How would you like to approach this?
The first thing I'm gonna do is summon 2 wolves.
Love that, love that, love that.
I'll wait until you pop them on the field.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I actually forgot that's me. Hey. I should probably put some on your table or something, just so that you.
Oh
have
yeah,
them
and then
ready.
I can just drag them out. Yeah.
1, 2. And they're large,
Beautiful.
I think, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Let me make them.
They just show up like. Ding, ding.
All right, there we go. So 2 wolves appear in front of you.
So the brewer is by G, right?
Correct. Brewer is currently engaged with G.
And
Wink.
Manfred is gee, calm down, collecting the
okay.
babes. Brewer's like next to dead. Sorry, Manfred, did I say that?
Yes, Eludere is next to Manfred. Correct.
Yeah. I am going to also wild shape into a wolf.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I love
wolf
that for
party
you.
time, baby. It's easy for me. It's one stat sheet. That'll be my turn. And then it's my wolves' turn, and they will run over to Brewer.
Just gonna move you off, but you aren't off, so
Yep.
just so that we remember that you're a wolf. I'll make you slightly
Yeah.
bigger so we know that it's you.
Hell yeah.
A
Oh,
wolf
I'll change the
cosplay.
color of it.
Oh, that works too. But yes,
Oh,
so
God.
you appear as a wolf before everyone.
Yeah, so that'll be the end of my turn because I summoned the wolves. But the
Alright.
wolves will now move over to Brewer.
Okay, sure. So they move over. How much movement speed do they have?
50 feet.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I don't even need to mass that. I think that'll be okay. All right, so we'll move them over towards Brewer there as well. All right, with the end of your turn. Oh, sorry, did you want to use your movement? Your movement?
Oh yeah, I'll move over with them too. I don't have quite so... Oh no, I've got the same. Yeah, we'll just all go there. But the wolves, they can attack, yeah?
I believe so. I believe so, yeah, because they have their own
So-
individual turns.
Alright.
Jeez. Quite a bit of a party going on.
Alright, so both of my wolf babes are going to try to bite Brewer.
Love that. Love that.
They rolled a 6 and a 5.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
they
Owie.
don't quite, they don't quite manage. But there is definitely an intimidation factor there. Two wolves have
growling.
just like fucking sprinted over and have just gone up to her, and she'll just like, down, puppy, just like
Oh,
speaking
consider
quite
me
like
down.
confidently towards them.
Okay. Well, that's me and my my cubs down.
all right, I love that.
My
I love
children.
that. Okay, next up we have Terra. What would you like to do?
Wait, what? I thought G
Terra-
went before
Terra's
me.
next. Wait, no, fuck, no, it is G. I moved the token and then forgot the wolves had a turn. Sorry, it is G's turn.
So offended. I had a plan and now there's a wolf in the way. I'm gonna fuck up one of your wolves. I'm going to move without getting out of the way and without standing on the wolf's head like it looked like on yeah,
Mhm.
fine. I'm in this spot, okay? I'm in this spot, so I'm gonna get less people.
Yep.
But I'm not lying on the ground. I'm going to cast color spray at 3rd level. It's a 15-foot cone, which I assume has to hit one of those wolves.
Yeah, it would, but it would actually hit both of them.
Would it? It's a cone. It starts at 5 foot
Yeah.
and then it extends.
Oh,
So it's only going to hit one, which is why I moved.
is it 5
good-
foot or 15
It's a
foot?
cone. It's 15 foot, but it's 15 foot at the end. It's a cone. It goes
Yeah,
I
if it's
trust
diagonal.
you. I trust you. It's more just that I don't know why. And I feel like there could be a meme joke about this. I don't understand cones. But I trust you. I do feel
It's
like
a
it would hit one of them
triangle.
because it's like one down. Yeah, no, but specifically with the hexagonal grid.
Oh.
If it's a square grid, all over it. I'm fine. If you get a hexagonal grid in there, I'm like, brain, no, worky.
Yeah.
But I think though, you could angle it so that you only get No, you couldn't, could you? Because then you have to... Yeah, you would still get one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way that I can angle it where I can only get one.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
where I can't get less than one. I can speak.
I know. Yeah, it's all good.
I know words. Words are good. Words are things that I can do. I'm trying to put an explanation of what a cone is in chat, and I have saved so many fucking images. It's just like D. It was taking a really long time to get to one that I hadn't done before.
It's all
That's
fine.
the
It's
explanation of how
all
a cone
fine.
works.
It's all good.
Anyway,
I believe that we're having a very particular picture drawn in chat, so it's all good. I trust you.
Okay. So color spray at level 3
Okay.
is 6d10 total, and then I'm adding an extra 2d10 for each, so that's 10d10. Oh, I don't actually have that many dice on my table, so I'm gonna do 2 sets of 5.
Okay.
I only have 4 sets of dice in this.
Oi.
Okay.
Now this isn't a saving throw, or
At least not initially, but I don't think so. Nope.
cool.
Nope.
Love that.
Yep. Okay, let me just do this. So I have
All good.
it's 8 plus, oops, not 83, 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 1. And then there's again. 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 is 53 hit points. So starting with Leon just got home and he sneezed.
I thought it was
Very
Lily
loud
because she
person.
moved at the same time.
She was disturbed by the sneeze, but she did not sneeze. So the creatures in that cone lose the hit points.
And you did roll the extra 2d10 for the higher level. You cast
Yes.
it at 3rd level? Yeah, you did? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes, I did, because I rolled 5 twice. Yes.
Correct.
I hate that.
Sorry.
So, starting with the creature of the lowest current hit points, it is blinded until the end of my next turn.
So that would be my wolf.
That would be the wolf.
Yeah.
So the wolf is blind, and then how many hit points does the wolf have?
37.
37. Okay. Minus. I don't think that's going to be enough. I've just blinded your wolf, I think. Because the next
you do
creature's
know
hit
how
point.
this spell works.
Yes.
So I would allow you to retcon this if you want.
Yeah.
You look at Brewer, she looks like she has a lot of fucking hit points.
Yes.
I will
I was
allow you to
hoping
retcon
to roll
this if you'd
higher
like.
on that. I've already spent so much time. I'm happy to lose.
Just
a
to
spell
give
slot
you
because
something
time.
meta, she has 114 hit points.
Oh fuck.
Boy. So I don't actually think it would have been possible for you to roll high enough on those dice.
Probably not. No, absolutely not. If I got
So I'm
no.
happy for you to
Sure.
do something else if you want.
anything else I do is still gonna hurt other people because of where I am.
But at least then you don't kind of
That's
like
true.
this is more utility. I don't know. You're welcome to do what you
Well,
like.
I will still use a 3rd level spell. I will do fear on the same 2 people, the
Mhm.
wolf, Brewer, and if there's anybody sitting in the crowd directly behind us,
Right,
also
sure.
them.
Okay, what kind of saving throw is that? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay, for Brewer first. Okay, she's going to use her Indomitable, which is she can re-roll a saving throw if you fail, but I must use the new roll, which is terrifying.
Wow.
She rolled a natural 20.
Whoa.
It's right there. But she has used a special thing for that. So you see that for a moment, like that confident face shatters for just a second. And then she just kind of like squares her shoulders back and just kind of like looks through it. Temi, you'll also need to roll the saving throw for
Yeah, I
wolf
got a
as well?
15.
I'm gonna roll a general one for the crowd.
Wolf goes yeet.
So that's a 2 for the crowd. So the crowd starts running. You see as a couple of people that are like gathered around, they kind of like run into some of the other fight pits, and they're just kind of like screaming and running as they head off in that direction. But Brewer appears to be fine.
What a beach. Okay, so that was my action, and for my bonus action. I don't know, I can disengage, but I don't know if Temi's gonna try and fucking bite me.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna disengage and fly straight up.
Yeet.
Sure. You can do that.
I can't remember how many people I can disengage from, if I just pick one, just saying.
I think you can disengage from anyone who's currently occupying you. I don't think it's specifically one person.
Yeah, I haven't been a monk for a real long time.
I'm pretty sure it's anyone engaged with you currently. But look, happy to do that for now. More the important thing is, as you do that and you launch yourself into the air, you kind of hear whispers from a crowd member who appears to be like a Hellfire themselves. They whisper to someone beside them and they're like, is that technically allowed? Like, you know, they're in the air. They're technically out of the ring. And then the other person's like, well, they haven't left the range of it. So I guess if they leave that part, then that's technically outside. And then the other one's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So they're just kind of like, it's up still. It's like an invisible line. And yeah. So they're just talking the semantics of it. But basically, you're fine.
I am now up.
How many feet up are you?
I think I would just use my entire speed, so 30 feet. I'm 30 feet up in the air.
Sure. I would imagine you get to like 25 and you're like on the roof. Because I feel like that's a pretty large roof. But yeah, you can get to 25 feet and then just bonk. Alright, so I'm just going to take you off the table, but just remember that you're up there. And it leaves Brewer staring directly at Friend's face instead. So, you know, there's that. But is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that is all my everything.
Alright, now it is Terra's turn.
Oh boy, howdy. Alright, okay. Sorry, I just Attenborough most likely shirtless. Just I moused over it for long enough and that popped up. It surprised me. Okay. Oh man, I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad?
Because like I don't want to hurt people, but like I want to hurt other people, but not like us. But we kind of have to. That's the point. Like.
Hit me.
Smash your friends.
Please.
Say no more.
No. To
Speak less.
Chilling in a fight pit. Anyway.
Wow.
Alright. Alright, Attenborough, it's on. Alright. 5, 10, 15. Wolf Stitch behind for a moment.
Greetings.
I will take 2 attacks against Attenborough. I'm sorry. Look, my guy's probably gonna hate me anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. Okay.
I think when the sword is swinging in, it's like no hard feelings. Just to do it.
Okay. So I rolled both. It's a dirty 20 and a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh boy. This is
Yikes.
gonna get real spicy real quick. Okay. So, that is, the first one is, 8 slashing damage and... Oh, wait, no. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8. And 3 radiant damage.
So that's a total 17?
17, yeah. And then the
Okay.
second one...
Mm-hmm.
It keeps going, I'm sorry. Okay, that's a little better. I rolled low. That is 7 slashing damage. And 2... Yeah, count it right? Yes, I did. 7 slashing damage and 2 radiant damage. Okay.
So much damage.
Yes, I can count. I can count.
It's
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah. And I'm just gonna leave it there for now. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Sure.
All right. Okay, that is Terra's turn. It is now Attenborough's turn. What would you like to do? Terra just hit you in the face.
I mean.
How's it going?
Doing pretty.
Still feeling
okay.
friendly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a spell, and it's called Giant Insect, and it will summon
God.
3 giant spiders,
Gotta find
and
spiders
we're gonna have
now.
a party. Mama
Okay,
puts the
sure,
house
sure,
down.
sure,
Yes.
sure, sure.
Ah, a boy. A
This is the
gentleman.
worst, but okay.
Oh god.
This battlefield is going to be so taken up with just
And
creatures.
it's Animal Crossing now.
Yay!
It's the gritty reboot of Animal Crossing. Tom Nook's had enough.
No, we had enough of Tom fucking Nook. Ain't paying no bill. It's Animal Crossing mixed with Yakuza. That's what it is right now.
Love that, love that. All right, so your 3 spiders have appeared on the battlefield. What would you like to do?
And then I'll wild shape into a snake.
Snake. Let me find a
A
snake.
giant constrictor snake.
Okie dokie. Love constrictors. They are a great animal to turn into. I apparently don't have a snake.
Danger noodles, that's what. Dangerous long noodles.
We're gonna go with this for a snake because I don't have anything else.
Holy shit.
But yes.
Is that a dot?
No, they're an aboleth.
That's so small.
Wait, oh
It's
no,
it's a
it's actually
pearl
a
to
thing,
me.
but it just hasn't obviously loaded for everyone yet.
Oh.
It is actually a creature though. Promise,
dot.
promise.
Oh my god. Just a dot.
I wish chat could see.
Hello.
Attack of the dot.
Oh,
The dot
it's
is here.
scary, bruh. My dear. Okay. I think that's my action done. I will stay put at where I am. And then I guess Miss Spiders will be attacking.
Okay, sure. So your spiders are attacking Terra?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure,
so 3
yeah.
spiders attacking Terra. Okay, roll your
Yeah,
hits
yeah,
for
yeah,
them.
It's time for.
Have you made a mistake, Terra? Do you
party.
think? Maybe? Just a little bit?
Nah, she'll be right. She'll be right.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay, so we have a. Okay, so they'll all do a melee weapon attack. Whoop. That's a 19 hit?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. None of them hit.
Oh no.
I mean,
No.
Terra does have a ridiculously high AC. That's pretty legit.
Did you roll them with advantage though, because they're flanking? her.
Good
Are
point.
they flanking?
Yeah,
They're,
they
like,
are
surrounding
each
her, aren't they?
surrounded, so yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. They are all. I'm still laughing at the thought. Okay, so first I'll just re-roll it. 23.
Ooh, just hits.
Oh, just.
Okay. Spider number 1.
One spider hits.
1 spider hit. Fuck, never mind. Okay, never mind. Just one. Just one.
One is better than none.
Uh-huh. Wait. Okay. 1d8 plus. Shit. Am I okay? This is a 4 piercing damage plus 7 poison damage.
Okay.
So the poison, you need to make a Constitution saving.
Do I do that now?
I believe so.
So it's you still take poison damage though, but you have the possibility of being poisoned, I think.
Yeah. I thought that's what I was doing, but I'll just because like some of them it's like they don't make the save till later or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm with you.
It
Okay.
says the target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking the poison damage on a failed save, or half the damage on a successful.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 10.
Oh,
Are you immune to
Rude.
poisons?
Me?
By the way?
As a paladin, I think maybe.
Oh wait.
No, I think
wait.
it's disease, isn't it?
Yeah, it's disease.
Not
yeah,
poison.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay,
me.
ignore.
That's immune to poison.
I was like, someone here
Monk
has a
shit.
cheeky one.
I'll never get a cold, but poison. Oh,
But food poisoning.
The worst.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess that's it.
Alright, perfect. Love that for you. Okay. Alrighty, Rudy. Was there anything else that you wanted to do, Attenborough?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Alright, perfect. Love that for you. Friend, it is now your turn. Staring face to face with Temi as a wolf, Temi's second wolf, and also Brewer.
Yes. Wolves are scary, but Brewer is much scarier. I rolled a 4 today, so I look normal but can cast the fear spell once.
Okay.
And I am going to cast fear on Brewer.
Alright.
I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. That sneaky 7 is back for me again. I rolled a 7 against G's one, and that's why I re-rolled because I did the Indomitable thing. But now I've rolled a 7 again. The 7's about to get me. Brewer just fucking turns swiftly and ejects themselves from the battlefield. You hear an announcer spring out that Brewer has been disqualified from the competition as Brewer just heads off in the crowd direction. I will roll for the crowd for you as well. Just for the hell of it.
Sorry.
They rolled a 3. Any remaining people that are there are gone. You now have no one watching from that particular corner of the match. They're all just out of here. But yeah, Brewer is well and truly out. Alright. Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn? Oh no, I think you've muted. Somehow.
Huh?
Oh, no, you're fine now. You're fine. Now I can hear you.
Oh. Yeah, I can't get away from these wolves. I'm just a person with legs. So.
You aren't currently engaged with any, so you can move if you feel like it. Like, even if you just want to, like, rearrange yourself a little or something.
really doesn't get any better.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm looking at the map. It doesn't get any better for me.
I get you.
No, we good.
Either
That's my
wolves or
up.
spiders.
Yeah.
Dogs.
So next up is Manfred. He is feeling pretty bad right now, having engaged with Eludere, and he will instead reach out with 2 daggers to his side and attempt to hit you. First one will be a 17, the second one will be a 22.
First misses, second hits.
Second hits, okay. So then that leaves me with a solid, it's still daggers, so it's just a solid 6 piercing damage. I'm like, what the fuck is this on D&D Beyond? Yeah, that's really it. That's all he got. Wow, this guy sucks. Why did I build him like this? Anyway, that's all he got. He goes out and just does a and one of them manages to like slice your cheek ever so slightly, and you still see there's like his hands are shaking as he's doing it too, and he just looks absolutely petrified. And what else can I do? Anything? I feel like no. Oh yes, he will use his cunning action to disengage from you, just in case that means anything. And he will move away. He will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just kind of an attempt to get some distance between you. Because, you know, you're desperate at some point. Now that Brewer has been removed, it is now Eludere's turn. You see Manfred is just tailing it away from you. What would you like to do?
Do we go practical or do we go for style points? Is the question. What's the lighting situation in here? It's a tavern. Is it dim? Like low light situation?
It's not
Or is it
great.
bright light?
There's probably like, I would imagine that the fight pit is like relatively okay, but like not great. It's still a tavern that's like quite large. I would say probably bright, honestly. Kind of like a basketball field or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
not dim.
She will dart forward then, easily catching up to him, limping away. And go for an attack, just hit the back of the head.
Yep. Just a solid donk.
Natural 20.
Nice. Love that.
So that is 17.
17
bludgeoning.
damage. Oh, 17 bludgeoning damage. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. Look. Sure. Yep. Just do it. Yep. Sure. Yep. All right. There's our next hit.
Oh, is he still? He
is still
standing?
up. It was more. I was like, I could make him uncanny dodge. I'm gonna take the initiative that he is too scared to do anything except just take that hit to the back of the head. Like.
Yeah, she is just going to hit him again.
All right.
I think.
Love that.
18.
18 does hit.
8 bludgeoning.
8 is enough. How do you take this guy down?
I think she like kind of, you know that like you kind of jogging a little bit, like when you're going to cross the road and a car stops for you and you're just like, I'm just gonna kind of look like I'm going a bit faster, but I'm not really moving faster.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna kind of catch up to him easily, and I think she'll crack him in the back of the head and then just swing a leg out and trip him up and let the weight of him hitting the ground knock him out.
Love that. He just absolutely just fucking face plants. And it's the second that he hits the ground unconscious, someone Misty steps in, grabs him, Misty steps out with him, and his body is removed from the field. And the announcer will yell that Manfred has been disqualified from here, or been eliminated is probably the better term. So get wrecked, dude. Is there anything else that you want to do?
15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, she can just get in range. She's gonna come behind this wolf.
Okay.
and she's gonna make it a more level playing field for Friend to be taking Temi on herself. And she's gonna use a key point and flurry of blows this wolf.
Alright, sure.
So that is a 15 and a 24 to
Both
hit.
hit.
So that is 10 bludgeoning on the first and 5 on the second for 15 total. And she's gonna do another key point and stunning strike, which she probably should have done on the first hit, but she'll do it on the second. So there's a con save DC 15.
It's an 8.
Oh no!
It's stunned.
Poor creature. This poor wolf.
But she'll call out to Friend and just be like, "See the back of the head, like where the skull meets like the spine, the neck. That's better than the knees."
I'll try it.
And that's the end of her turn.
Alright, love that for you. Alright, next up we have Temi.
So I realized in the last turn I probably should have used this, but because there's 2 wolves next to each other, I can use pack tactics. So I get an advantage on attacks. So
Right.
both me and my wolf are going to attack Friend. We're going to bite.
Okay. We'll move you up a tad. That will mean that
Uh-huh.
your first wolf leaves. No, it won't, because they're large.
It's
so
stunned. It's stunned. So
Oh,
it wastes its turn, unfortunately. You'd still get pack tactics, I think.
yeah.
The wolf is stunned.
Oh yeah, I just can't fucking sit. I'm just about ready to throw it on the ground. The first wolf won't, but the
Me, I will.
you will move.
I got 15.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Ow. What I said is I don't wear armor, so it hits, but ow.
Oh. So that is 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And no, never mind. Wait. If it succeeds, which it did, you have to do a strength saving throw of DC 13. Otherwise, you're knocked prone.
No.
Oh no.
12. I have a -1 anyway, so.
Oh no. All right.
So I guess you're prone then.
Friend gets knocked
that's my-
prone.
I'm sorry.
Ah, why? I know it's the purpose of why we're here, but why?
All right, so Friend, you get knocked over. Temi, you're above. Your wolf will still get a turn, just they're stunned, so they can't move.
Yep. If they're next to Eludere, can I turn around and attack Eludere?
Actually, give me a.
No.
No, I
think the
stunned
stun
you. They have to
can't
waste
take
the
an
turn.
action. They have
Yeah,
to
it's just
try and
stunned
break
until
it.
the end of its turn.
That's-
No, just the end of its turn.
Easy, easy.
Or is it the start of my turn?
Depends what your ability is.
And so it's stunned until the end of my next turn. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Easy peas. Your wolf is just kind of like,
Still unnamed at this stage.
yeah, at this point. Next up we have G. Up in the air, what would you like to do?
I would not like to do maths, but that is what I'm doing right now. I am going to fly myself to here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. And I am always very confused by cubes and our hexagons. But I am going to cast. I'm not going to hit the ground fully. I'm going to still be hovering a little bit above it. But I am going to cast Shatter, which is a Oh no, it's a sphere. It's a sphere. It's not even a cube. A 10-foot sphere centered on that point, and you must make a Constitution saving throw. So that will be
Everyone.
2 spiders. Wait, I don't think so.
If you're wanting to go
Still
here,
wouldn't-
that will be everyone.
Yeah.
Because everyone is within 10 feet.
Well, I'm trying to get wolves as well. Well, just one wolf, really.
Oh, so you're wanting to specifically go here?
Yes.
Because if you go
That's why I
here,
put
you'll
myself
get
there.
all 3 spiders, Attenborough and Terra. If you go here...
Wait, where's Attenborough? Oh, Attenborough's the little dot.
The dot.
Yes.
Right.
I said hi.
If you go there,
I do see the
you
high.
only
The
get...
high was actually hidden behind Terra, though.
If you go there, you only
Terra.
get 2 spiders, or Temi and Terra.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Whoop. Oh,
But
wait.
yeah,
we got
the
mauled by
point.
the cape.
Yep.
But okay, yeah, shattered there.
Okay.
Everybody has to make a Constitution saving throw. Please.
I got 14.
Wait, you're out.
Oh, I
Because
thought I
I
was
moved
in.
over that one. I think you're
Oh.
fine. I think? 1, 2, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so Temi's
I
all
think-
good. Temi's not within 10 feet.
Yeah.
No, actually, you're large, aren't you?
I am?
Your butt is in it.
Ah, my thick ass. Well, it's still a 14 then.
God damn.
Too caked up.
Yada 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 yada.
Yeah.
I got 23.
Okay, so you are going to take half as much. But Temi fails. Ooh, that's not bad. I still have to put it in a calculator because I suck. 8 plus 4 plus 3. 15. So Temi's gonna take all 15. Terra's gonna take 7.5. What did
Okay.
the spiders in Attenborough get?
What's the DC again?
16.
Oh, 16.
Yeah.
Of did you say Constitution?
Oh, Constitution, yeah.
Alright.
Burrows, do I round that down to 7 or do we round up?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
down,
remember.
down
Yeah, that's
for
why I said
damage, up
7.5.
for... Sorry, down for damage to you, up for damage that you do. So, like, if you
Okay.
hit
Yeah, but
something,
it's
it's
player
up.
versus
If
player,
it's-
which is why it's a question.
Because it's towards yourself, isn't it? So if damage taken to you is down,
Okay.
But if
which is
I
like
was
the first
doing the
fir-
damage,
yeah,
it
I
would be
realized my
up.
mistake halfway through, but that one overrides. Always
Okay.
less damage to you than what you do out. We'll just go with that. Because if you pretend it's an enemy, it's the same thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I get the confusion. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you say the DC was 15?
16.
16. Okay, cool. Only Atom.
You cut out, but I assume.
Oh, hang on. Constitution. Yeah. Attenborough got 21.
So he'll take 7 damage.
Okay, and then the spiders all failed.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
the spiders all take 15 damage. I think that's it. I don't think they don't fly away like they do in Thunderwave. Yeah, no, that's fine. They just take damage. They don't go woo.
There.
And I wouldn't have used all of my movement, I don't think. I would have used most of it.
Would be a fair bit.
I mean, yeet. I don't know, 5 foot back in the air, as far as I can go.
I know that you said you weren't landing, but because you can throw shatter, can't you? It doesn't have to be a point centered on yourself.
Oh fuck, I can. I'm used to doing Thunderwave. I could have just stayed in the goddamn air.
I mean, you did say that though. You said that you weren't on the ground. You said that
Yes,
you were above
but
the ground.
I mean,
so
I wouldn't have descended at all if I had not confused myself. But I'm happy to be lower because I am.
It's fine. We'll say
lower. I
like
already
10
said
feet. I just was more meaning it for the sense of like, if you're 5 feet in the air, you would have been, you wouldn't have been having to move out of someone's range, if that makes sense, for an opportunity attack. So if you're sitting like 10 feet above the air now.
Yeah.
That's
if anybody needs to move through me, I'm not on the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, is that all?
Yes, because I don't have any bonus actions really.
Sure. Next up is Terra.
Oh shit, that's me.
Just got attacked by your girlfriend.
Wow. Love is dead. That's fine. Alright. I am going to let me just check something real quick. Okay. Yep. Yep. Cool. It's a bonus action. Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a channel divinity. Oh. That was a holy noise, not just me doing whatever it was I was doing. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, all good.
Vow. I'm gonna do vow of enmity against. I'm sorry, Attenborough. So I get advantage on the attack rolls.
Can we just think about the poetry for a moment if Terra's just like vow of enmity towards G? How fun.
Oh.
How
well,
fun.
I mean, I figured I have to use my channel divinity for something because it refreshes on a short rest. So, you know.
Sure.
Actually, with the other one, would be better. Nah, let's do this one. I like this one. All right. I am Manfred. Okay. So, one of the biggest plot twist of all. I will.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna attack Attenborough twice. I'm sorry. Okay.
Are you though?
Oh, it's cocked. I am. Oh no. Okay.
Cups.
It's a natural 20. It was cocked and I re-rolled it.
So I would like to point out you are using your Vorpal sword, which
does
mean
shit. Oh.
That it doesn't mean that anyone's head's lopped off. We're all good with that. But it does mean that you would do the maximum amount of damage to make something fall unconscious, which I believe would just mean that your wild shape drops. No damage needed, but your wild shape would drop.
Okay.
How much damage is that?
It would be a lot. It would be whatever your max, because the sword technically will lop off your head if it does a critical. So I'm just ruling it that she's decided to do non-lethal, so it will just be like you're done for. Your health ball is gone, but you're wild shaped, so you just return back to your regular form.
I would love to argue, but
I mean,
well,
you're
I'm
more
sure.
than welcome.
You want to calculate?
I mean,
can
sure,
roll
because I'm pretty sure the damage, like... Would you like to read out the thing for the Vorpal sword, Laura?
We ruled that, didn't we? That if we did a crit on that
On a
stuff, it would be
friend.
the full amount of... Yeah.
Yeah. I'm literally just
sorry, I mean...
wanting to know the full amount.
Yeah, Vorpal sword is a unique. It's like a legendary item that specifically beheads.
Yeah, so
Usually.
if it's like the other way that we could do it is because obviously I don't want to chop off Attenborough's head. Just like tell us
bye.
Priscilla, not today. You know, we're not doing that. The sword's called Priscilla now.
Damn.
The other sort of way that it works is if the creature like is too big for me to cut off its head, it does 68 extra damage on top of the 1d8 plus 6 that I would normally do, plus the extra radiant damage that I would do. So I could roll it if you want, if you're curious.
68 plus whatever
It would
amount
be
of d8 that you
it would be
68, so it'd be 78 plus 4, I think?
it would be 78 slashing plus an extra 1d8 radiant. If it's do I? No, never mind. I don't double that. And it would be plus. What's it? Plus 6? Yeah, plus 6. So it'd be 7. Well, 8d8 plus 6.
Cool. Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I'm not a ball anymore. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
That was only the first attack.
Yeah,
Oh.
we haven't even got the second one out yet.
Yeah. keep
Go,
going.
Terra, go.
Feels
Kill.
real bad. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. All right. All right. Okay, and it's cocked. Right. So that's 24 to hit.
Mhm.
It's not a fancy whatever. So that would be that is 11 slashing damage and 8 radiant damage.
11 slashing. Okay.
And that's me done.
Alrighty, Rudy. Okay, then it is Attenborough's turn.
Cool.
Your spiders are still up,
Um,
yeah?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
They're still like, eh.
All good.
Perfect. Let me quickly this one. Let's read. Okay. Let's try to do this. Okay. I'm going to cast to Terra a uh 6th level heat metal.
Ooh, that's a bit rough. Ooh.
Nope.
It's time to use it. It's time to use it.
Ooh.
It's time to use it. Let's go.
All right. Tell us about it.
Okay, so choose a manufactured metal object, so your armor, that you see within range, definitely. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature with the physical contact of the object take, because I'm casting at 68 fire damage.
But you have 6 level spells. Oh man, I get jibbed as a paladin.
Yeah, paladins get like nothing.
You're
For
a
spellcasting. For
half
spellcasting
caster.
wise.
Dude,
have 5th level as well.
I want it all though.
I want it
It's true.
all.
I'm
I was
pretty
like, I want to
sure
do all cool.
6th level unlocks for level 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm level
sorcerers
6
as
for
well.
it.
Hot
Yeah.
damn.
I think for warlocks it's like 13 or something. I can't quite remember.
Okay, time to math.
I'm in danger.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
No, you'll be alright.
We'll see.
The armor that you are wearing will cook you alive.
Hey, I mean, paladin's gotta be a lobster every now and then.
You say immediately after saying, you'll be alright.
Okay, that's a 34.
Okay.
34 fire damage. Until
don't
the
have to-
spell. That's a minute. I can use as if the creature is holding or wearing the object taking damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw to drop the object if it can. If it can't, they will have a disadvantage on the attack rolls and ability checks until my next turn.
Fair.
Okay, so I mean I can't.
That's a lot.
So we don't so I don't do a con save because I can't drop it. Like I'm wearing it. It's Chanel. I'm in it. So.
I mean, you'll take like 10 minutes to try to take off. But through all this full minute, I will be burning you.
Yeah, just doff your armor.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so I have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
And your armor is literally searing you right now.
It's because I'm too hot to handle, baby.
Love that for you.
It's getting hot.
Was there anything? Oh, sorry.
Take off my armor. Sorry. Go on.
Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
With me, I guess I was. No, you know what? I'm gonna turn back into a snake. I'm gonna turn back into a snake.
Sure.
It's fine.
Let me just move you out and I'll put you back in there.
Yes.
Bring the dot
Probably
back.
a dot, honestly. Because it
I
shows
love
us
the
something for
dot.
me, but I don't know why it doesn't show for something for you. But yes, you return back to your snake form. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, not for me, but my spider.
All right, next up we have Friend. What would Friend like to do?
Wait,
Wait,
my
the
spiders.
Oh, sorry, spiders. Okay, yes.
Not that spider. This spider.
Yeah, wrong spider. So you still have 3, so feel free to do with
Yes.
as you will.
I just really want to get this gift. Okay. I guess they will all try to attack
Yeah, makes sense.
Terra. Since we are here.
And we established last time that you do have advantage as well with flanking
Yes.
for those as well. So you'll be able to have it for each of them.
Sick. Okay. Sick. Okay. Ooh. Okay, spider 1 did not hit anything. Spider 2 roll a net 1, never mind.
Love that, love that.
Nope, none of them hit. None of them hit.
All right, so each of the spiders attempt to reach out. Some of them like attach themselves onto Terra's legs and kind of like getting on her armor and stuff. But upon feeling the heat of the heat metal spell, just immediately recoil backwards and just like refuse to go anywhere closer, no matter what your insistence is. Was there anything else you want to do with them?
Nope.
All right. Next up, we have Friend. You are currently engaged with Temi.
Oh.
And I am prone, yes?
Correct.
Okay. I am going to cast Light.
Blight. Love that.
Yes. You must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Now, I'm fairly sure there's no disadvantage for being prone casting a spell.
No, because it's not a ranged attack spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because, yeah, then I was going to be like, but I think it is disadvantage for that, but it's not ranged. Okay. That makes sense then.
I got a 13.
You needed to be a 16.
All
I
right.
just imagine a friend just around going like,
Oh shit! That's 9d8.
You guys are just hitting each other with the big stuff. Just like,
6, 7,
donk.
8, 9. If I wasn't prone, I was just going to cast Eldritch Blast, but it's a ranged spell attack, so.
that makes sense.
Wow, I rolled extremely bad.
Wow, that's 3 1s and
Wow.
1 2.
3 1s, a 2, 2 3s, 4, 5, and 7. So that's only 27 damage.
Yeah, I'm barely hanging on, but I'm hanging on.
Still in your wolf form. Nice. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Friend?
Wait, I'm not in my wolf form. I'm a liar. I'm back in Temi.
Oh, sure. Temi returns to the field. Oh god. Temi also fell over.
Hi, Temi.
Hi.
You're a dog. Yeah, I guess I'll get up off the ground.
Yeah, you can expend half your movement to get up.
Yeah. And I'll just like nod, like it's fine.
I love that
Push
for
me
you.
over.
I love that for
And
you.
then
I'm sorry.
Excellent.
Oh,
Perfect.
God.
Was there anything else? All right, we zoom back up to Eludere, now having dispatched with a sneaky Manfred and engaged with one of Temi's wolves. What would you like to do?
So it's still stunned until the end of my turn. So I'm gonna. Is there like over here, like on the very edge of the arena? Is
Yep.
there any shadow being cast at all?
It's kind of like one of those, like, I'd imagine it's like a dome kind of thing.
Yeah. Because any pillars, anything that's casting shadow.
Probably not really a pillar per se. You would be kind of, if you were looking for shadow, it would be outside of the ring, I would imagine. Like, I'd imagine the ring is pretty well lit. Like, you'd imagine like a pool table lit up in like a lounge or something. It's kind of all, all the light is centered on the table.
Because how high up is G?
I'm only like 10
10
foot
feet.
up in the air right now.
Yeah, I think G's 10 foot. So yeah, probably still within light.
I'm gonna try and do some trigonometry bullshit, but if she doesn't have shadow, she can't do that anyway. She will then run up to. I guess she'll go behind Terra, seeing as Terra seems somewhat occupied with her armor radiating with heat now. And take attacks. How does flanking work? Because she's engaged, but we're not technically allies right now.
No.
But it's like, but
I
it is engaged with a threat.
I think because they're not their ally, if that makes sense. Like, they're still hostile to it. It is a hostile creature that is hostile to the person you're engaging with, so I would imagine it still would rule as a flanking.
Yeah. Okay.
If that makes
Well,
sense.
She will keep punching. She won't draw her rapier.
Yeah.
She will. So first one, 24.
It hits. It was like
Ooh. 8. So 12 bludgeoning, and she will use a key point and try and stunning strike on a paladin. Probably not going to go so well, but she will still do it.
Okay, what kind of save is that?
Constitution.
Constitution, alright, I'll give it a go. I don't know why I've turned British all of a sudden.
It's just for the Constitution, darling.
Ah, balls. It's maths 10.
Terra is stunned.
Wow.
Alright, full
Alright.
reloads fists and goes again. That is my damage die, not my try and punch someone on the back of the head die. Another 24.
Now balls.
10 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta do some maths real quick. It was 12 and 10, you just said?
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
okay.
the mathematics that I did decree.
Okay, wait, sorry, I'm doing math, and then I just pressed the wrong button. I'm like, that's not the minus button, brain, what are you doing? Okay, yep, we're good.
And then she's gonna another key point, flurry of blows for another 2 attempts. Nat 20.
Ah,
Love
balls.
that.
Are we maxing both die or just one and then rolling the other? I can't remember what we ended up doing with the house roll for crits.
I think we settled on 1 max, 1 rolled. So you still just roll 1, but just add the max to that.
Yes. So 17. Bludgeoning.
All right.
And then 23.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't think you need. I'm on 1 hit point. I have 18 left, so.
Oh, chill. It was 8.
You could
You don't
But-
go down.
You could
hit
flip
zero, you
me
stay
and I'd
up.
fall over. Like,
Yeah, but she would like catch her and go to lay down and be like, "Oh fuck, she's so hot! Oh my lord!" and then drop her.
I have a thing in my book so you won't go down to. You'll stay up.
Yeah, Terra's name is written in the book, so that would mean that.
so it's like, oh, finally,
Oh,
sweet
no.
relief from being cooked.
Cooked alive.
No, not yet.
She's just getting up to get burned.
Wait, so is she knocked prone but then death ward kind of thing, or she
So
stays up, doesn't
it's-
down and stays up?
It would count in terms of the like rule where you have to fall unconscious. Technically, she falls unconscious but is immediately awoken, so doesn't fall prone and isn't disqualified. So still is in the ring.
So,
Is
if you would be reduced to hit points, you instead drop to 1.
Oh,
So she
Yeah.
doesn't. She doesn't
Yeah.
go down.
no, I was just gonna say because she's stunned, she wouldn't be able to get up from prone. That was the only thing that I was gonna say. She would just still be on the ground.
Poor Terra right now. Just absolutely
I'm
having
so
a bad
sorry.
time.
And then Eludere will just use her movement and just leave, which would provoke probably 2 opportunity attacks looking at the spiders, where she was. She's gonna go right here.
Yeah, so opportunity attacks from the spiders if they choose it.
Sure. And that's a advantage thing, right?
I don't know how it works with disengaging, but I think so.
Sure. 21.
That does hit.
24.
That does hit.
So 2 spiders. Let me go back to my. Where? So first one do 9 piercing damage,
Mhm.
but you don't.
She's
You don't
immune to
get
poison.
poison, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
she's immune
cool.
to poison, so it's just the piercing.
Perfect. Second one does a 5 piercing.
Lovely. She slips away, coughing some fangs as she goes.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, perfect. Love that for you. Temi, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
It's me. I am going to wild shape again into a wolf.
Alright, sure, I'll bring the wolf back. Yep, here we go. Done.
Thank you. And my wolf is going to attack friend.
Okay, sure.
That's a 20 to hit, a dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
That is 11 damage, and you have to do a strength saving throw to be see if you're not prone.
Four.
So prone as well.
Alright, perfect. Love prone. Friend falls down again. Was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
No.
Did your other wolf move? Because Elida's had her turn.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So they're
Forgot
not
about
stunned
them.
anymore.
They're not engaged with G. G is not here. Ignore G.
Yep. Yeah, move. If we move my wolf, I can move him.
I do
Fred.
that?
Same deal. Oh, and it's pack tactics. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. This isn't gonna hit. This is 9 to hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't hit.
Yeah, cry.
All right, perfect. Okay, G, it is now your turn. 10 feet in the air. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I am going to give Fear a go again.
Sure.
I'm going to. Where was I? I was somewhere around here. I am still flying.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
are-
to
you're over
fly
here,
to.
but
No,
I-
I'm going to go to about where you put me. Actually,
Oh.
wait, 30 feet. How far can I get? 30 feet.
I mean, technically, you could just try and remove everyone from the field, but it is up to you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5. I don't think I can quite get everyone, so I am going to go to about where you put me.
Yep.
And I'm going to do my 30-foot cone here, which will be 30-foot cone. Is gonna wait. Yeah, it'll just be them. I'm probably gonna miss the wolves, but I'm going to cast Fear, which is a Wisdom saving throw. I'm pretty
Alright,
sure the way cones
so-
work is I don't have to be on the ground. I don't think I have to be on the ground.
I don't think so. But so which direction are you casting it in?
Oh,
That's
sorry,
really
I didn't
important.
realize I wasn't
No.
turned. Spiders, Terra, and Addy.
Okay, so specifically
I
only
will.
for this group.
Yeah, I think I could possibly get like a wolf if I positioned myself somewhere complicated, but I don't have enough brains for that maths right now.
That's
so.
fair. That's fair. Also, yeah, I think it would be pretty tricky to do that, but yeah. So Attenborough, the 3 spiders, and Terra, you all need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
I've had it cast
Let
on
me
me
double
already
check.
tonight. I should remember that.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Shockingly, stunned. I fail strength and dex saving throws, but it doesn't say anything about not being able to make saves.
But also, if you're stunned, does that mean you can't move? Like,
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to run anyway.
yeah, but I'm also cooking like a lobster, which means I have disadvantage on the. Wait, it's attack roll.
No,
and
it's ability checks. It's not
Yeah,
yeah,
saving
it's not a
throws.
saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you're fine.
all right.
If she fails, she is just going to be frozen in fear, living out a very warm nightmare.
Specifically
God.
from her girlfriend.
Again!
Everyone is just torturing Terra. We're out here for a good time. Terra's just like pain.
Worst version of bury your gays. It's one gay doing it to another. Oh,
It is all gang.
Yeah.
Also trying to bury our straight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That one Viva la dot there.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
Our token straight person.
Yeah. Oh, wisdom. 19.
Yeah,
Not
you're good.
feared.
I'm not afraid. Oh wait, hang on. Is fear? It's the frightened condition that gives you.
Yes.
Oh, I can't be frightened anyway.
Okay.
A win for the
I
gays.
think you, but you,
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yes.
you get frightened and you have to take your movement to move away from the source or something. I think is in the wording.
Yeah.
Well, it
You
says
just wouldn't be
while
frightened.
frightened, so if
Oh.
you can't become frightened, you wouldn't have to run away.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. Level 10, I cannot be frightened. I'd be terrible watching a horror film. So.
Okay, so how did the
Did we
spiders and
know?
Attenborough go?
Okay, so Attenborough got a nat 20.
Love that.
Two of the 3 spiders got 19s, and one of them got 2.
Okay, sure.
Well, that one's got to fuck off.
The one of them is out of the
Lose a
field
spider.
and is gone, but the rest of you remain there. Gee, was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
No, because I have a ridiculously low thing. I don't have any bonus actions. Basically, I can like disengage and run away again, except for I'm already in the air. I'm just gonna yeet myself back up into the sky as high as I can go, 25 feet.
Fair, fair. All right,
At least
you
the
do
spiders
that.
can't get me up there.
True. Friend could definitely try, I'm sure. So it now moves on to Terra's turn. You are having the time of your life right now. I don't actually know that you can do anything.
Well, I mean, I could look good while cooking alive, so I mean...
Sizzling.
Pain.
Okay, I can't move. I can speak only falteringly, so it's probably just ow. Do I need to? I mean, do I need to do a con check for the fire stuff? Do I take more damage from heat metal? Now?
No, it was just from my bonus action.
I think you
Okay.
just take a disadvantage on attacks and ability checks until the
Right.
end or start of Attenborough's turn.
I think I'm getting it confused with Searing Smite. It's more fire
Mm.
stuff. Well, I'm good. I'm just hanging out. I'm good.
All right,
You're like-
perfect. It is Attenborough's turn. What are you going to do?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cook this sizzling piece of steak in the middle of this trinity. Let's see.
Book me.
Oh my. Melee attack. Hit, I guess. That's a 9. I'm
You have
trying to
advantage.
hit you.
You have advantage
Oh.
because I'm stunned, so please, by all means.
25. There you go.
Oh, that does hit.
There you go.
Nice. So with that, Terra falls unconscious. No backups. No secret savey thing. Terra falls and is fallen. So that then leaves us with Temi, Friend, Attenborough, Eludere, and G remaining on the battlefield, ready to go into the next leg of the Fight Club. All right, that is the point where we're going to call it for tonight. Many apologies. Fight Clubs are always interesting. You never really know what's going to happen because there's so much that can happen. Like someone can just heat metal on someone, or someone can not decapitate someone, which can also be pretty helpful. So yeah, it always works out. But appreciate your faces. I'm BurrowsRed. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight. I am joined by some wonderful players tonight, starting off with Terra, played by Friendoboi.
Oh, hello. I'd like to thank the Academy, my family, for helping me make this happen. Hi. Friendo, I play Terra, who is the lobster paladin of vengeance. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I mean, at least this means my notes for the rest of the Fight Club are going to be really good, because I don't have to think about what I'm doing, so it's going to be great. I can just heckle. Anyway, that's it. Mel!
Hi, I am Maleficent. I play G. My brain very recently turned to goop, so I don't have anything else to say. The clock passes like 10:30, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, nope. I'm soup now.
Good soup.
Good. Like the one I just had. Am I next? Shit.
Sure are.
Well, I am Chips. I played Attenborough the snake, the chef for tonight. The very delicious lobster soup. With a few spider pets. Very fun, very fun. I do the music here, music there, and got a few cool ideas. Stay tuned. Okay, next.
Hello, I'm Temi. I play Friend. I do a bunch of art and stuff, including all of the art that you see on this channel. I'm not really doing much else at the moment, so yeah, that's all.
Hi, I am Pastel, and fuck yeah, I'm a wolf, baby.
Yeah.
I do streams and things. It's all Mass Effect time, so if you like that, come hang out. Otherwise, you'll see me here. I don't know.
And I am Alishiera. I was Eludere. I punched a lot of people, which was fun, but also I was so shocked that I was able to stun Terra. That was the biggest M. Night Shyamalan twist of that fight, that Terra failed a con save for a stunning strike. But yeah, I stream and stuff. At the moment, I'm making delicious baked goods out of polymer clay. Has been my recent thing, and inting my elo at Teamfight Tactics. So that's a great time. Just chilled vibes.
I love that for you. All right, so that has been us for tonight. Thank you to those who actually thank you to the sneaky donation in the middle of the stream there. Don't forget, donation goal, Shrek one shot. You are not gonna miss that. So we're gonna go say hello to someone is doing okay, so it says this is the penultimate episode. They're doing something called Snout of Omgar, and there's this really cute map that says ahoy hoy, which just seems like it's gonna be a cool fun time, and I'm ready to go suss that out. Also, Pastel, I see you. I exist on the internet and I stream and stuff. That's all you're getting from me. It's late. I would like to rest. But yes, let's go say hello. We have been to them before, so let's go give them a nice warm welcome. For those of you who haven't come across with a raid with us before, Doots are appreciated if you're subbed or if you have access to them. Otherwise, any kind of musical instrument is just as acceptable. But anyway, with that, we'll be back doing this next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Adelaide time, as we do every week, to finish off the second part of the Fight Club. All right, appreciate your faces, and we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.